Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on the Podcast Garage on Instagram. Get us on all your podcast medias. Check us out on YouTube. We're having a tough time with the videos, but you know we're trying real hard. It is
no big deal.
It is what it is. To my left, as always, the rookie producer of the year, Mr. Ryan Rickes.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And across from us, a Holy Cross legend, a South Jersey Holy Cross legend, Mr. New Jersey himself.
Oh, good Lord.
Mr. Mark Singer.
Gentlemen, it's a pleasure.
It's good to have you.
Introduction was unnecessary, but it was a pleasure.
But
true,
but
though,
deep down
so,
inside, I was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of nice. People don't forget.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Pleasure.
So, I would just like to start off and say, how's fatherhood?
It's awesome. It's the best. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just like you're going to suck it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's great. It's the best thing that's ever happened. I know everyone's like it's life-changing, but it really is. And sleep is very precious right now. At the
Yeah, is that the most like common thing? Well, it's not like we took a survey, but do you think that's like the most you hear from other people you talk to? Like, oh, sleep is most important. Like, you don't miss going out with like your friends and shit and drinking. It's like, man, I really wish I can get that extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, you like fight for sleep. Like you're just up all the time. He's always crying, or he needs something, and then it's just.
Let me see if I can squeeze in 20 minutes.
Yeah, let me get 20 minutes is a long time.
Oh shit!
And but it's the positives outweigh the sleep. It's more or less he's always on your mind. Whatever you're doing, you're like, I wonder what that little dude's doing.
Like nervous or just in general?
No, not nervous. Just almost like
How old is he?
He's 8 months.
Oh shit! So he's brand new. He's straight out the box still.
He's starting to crawl, but he doesn't use his legs, so he looks like a wounded soldier. And he drags himself with his arm, and he's got big legs. I'm like, you get your ass underneath it, you'll be moving. Yeah. So it's great though. No complaints.
How's Bree adapting?
She's awesome. I mean, she's the best. Obviously, I wouldn't know shit without her. So
yeah, of course.
She runs the show.
How much time off did you guys get?
She had took the whole maternity leave. I really didn't get any time off. I had like a week off.
Yeah, the dude.
That's some bullshit,
the
right?
dude
Yeah,
doesn't.
I know. And
I don't. You know what? I don't know.
Like,
if
I want to
that's
see my
bullshit.
kid grow up.
I don't know if it is. The girl should have a fucking year off, honestly.
yeah, I agree.
Because just
Right, but that's not
daycare's
saying-
through the roof.
That's not saying that the guy shouldn't.
No, I'm just saying the guy, whatever, a week, 2 weeks, do your thing, but like, a girl should have a fucking year off.
So we had this new maternity leave or paternity thing for males, but it was in effect August 1st. Mark was born July 30th.
No shit.
But
I
the
swear
male
to
has
God.
to have the
I
baby for
swear
it to.
No.
It needs to come
It's
out.
like a seahorse.
It needs to come out of the asshole
Yeah.
for it to be 6 months.
But yeah.
So what would you have gotten?
6 weeks.
And instead you got
No,
virtually nothing.
Yeah, and virtually nothing. I mean, my work's cool, but no, nothing like comparable
Like-
to Bree, or what I
Right.
would have got, what other people got after August 1st. So.
Like me, like I don't know what kind of job you have, but I'm just saying, like me, I couldn't take off 6 weeks. Like if they were to give me 6 weeks, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I'd be fucking over too many people that I work with. Like it's, you know what I mean?
Right, but
like
that's
I
different.
wouldn't take it. I couldn't.
But if there was a female in your role, what would they do? They would find somebody to fill in. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they would be like, well,
but females,
that job's not getting done today.
females
so.
and men have different jobs. Like females isn't working with me. No females work with me
I'm just saying, what if there was?
Why don't
if
any
there
females
was-
work with you?
because they're girls. I don't know what else to say.
But that's what I'm saying. If there was, they would get more time, and your work would figure it out. Like
See,
in the
it's
same
kinda
way
weird,
that
though, because
in the
it's
same way that
union.
Bree's work figured it out.
Yeah.
See, it's union though, so they would either have to get somebody to come in part time, and then once the person came back, you fire them, because like we can only have so many people working for us at once. You can't just have like there's a cap at like 18 people.
Right.
So if somebody was to go out for whatever, Like if somebody gets hurt on the job, like they don't replace them. You're just down a man until they come back.
Right,
6 weeks is a long time, and
6
I would
weeks
be
is a long
working at
fucking
home
time.
anyway. Even though I was working at home Fridays with him, watching him, and it's so tough that you can't be on the phone unless he's sleeping, which he really doesn't nap. So, you say you're going to work from home, but it's just you
You're
can't
gonna
do
be
it.
home.
Yeah, you're literally home.
We had Flan on a couple weeks ago, and we were asking him like, "Yo, what's it like working from home?" He's like, "Oh man, it depends what time I wake up. Sometimes I work at 5, sometimes I work to 7. He's like, I wake up,
He goes,
have
I
a
don't know.
Pop-Tart, watch ESPN for a little bit, make a couple phone calls. I was like, God damn it, working from home. I would die working from home.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be in your pajamas all day. Like, that's not good. Not saying he is. I don't know what the hell he does. But I'm just saying, like, me, I'd play PlayStation for, like, the first 2 hours, hit the gym, make my first phone call at, like, 12.
Well,
I'll get 'em after lunch.
Some places have, like, ways to make sure that you are working.
Check in or something.
Like, computer programs that run and need to be, like, you need to be active on the computer for it to be picking up your... I don't work from home, but there's shit that they can do.
I mean, I'm all commissioned, so I get what
You
I
have
put into
to.
it. It's like,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
They're
my
like,
numbers
fine,
are
go
gonna
ahead,
show.
don't
Yeah,
work.
it's fine, don't work.
Yeah.
Bullshit, and then
I just couldn't.
Here's your next check,
Yep.
$8.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
physically couldn't take off. We'd be fucked. I just couldn't do it. They
That's
couldn't.
what I'm saying.
They couldn't replace.
You're not...
Discipline, Evan.
There are females in unions. They figure it out.
I'm just saying.
move somebody
I'm just saying
over,
my
they-
job
they-
wouldn't be able to figure it out. Somebody might be able to, but my job wouldn't be able to figure it out.
So it would just... The
I've
whole shit
lost
would just
people.
shut down.
Yeah, I'm the captain. I'm the captain now.
How many number? Like, how many people are there?
In my
Yeah,
well,
in your
18
unit.
altogether, but in mine, 4.
So you're running with 4,
There's 4 of us.
and you're out. They can't get a guy to run the 4.
I mean,
Or
they
the 4
could.
can't
I'm,
the
I'm
4
saying
can't
they
manage
could. It's not like the
themselves.
place is going to.
They're like, what are we gonna do?
Blind,
No,
deaf,
no.
and mute.
No, I'm not saying the
They
place
just
is
sit there all day.
I'm
They're
not
like,
saying the
Ev
pla-
didn't tell us what to do. I don't know.
playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the place is going to explode. I'm just saying it's not. It's not.
Well, that's what
I
I'm saying.
couldn't
I
physically
feel like they
sit
would...
home and I'd just be sitting there like they're not doing it right.
Right, but that's a different argument.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they couldn't do it.
Shout out to Ev's
Yeah,
coworkers.
Jesus.
They know it. Ask them.
It's
They know
Tuesday.
something. I've had people leave in the past, and I've died. Like I wasn't the one who left. Like people left, and I was just sitting there. It's like being a man down is
Brutal.
god awful.
Right,
Brutal.
and I'm sure, especially if it was like they were out for like a week, they're not going to do anything. But if they know you just had a kid and you're going to be out 6 weeks because that's what they allow or something like that, I feel like they would plan for it and be like, "Yo, Ev's wife's Chelsea." Not like we haven't. Not
Hey
like,
guys.
Not like we haven't talked about her
Yeah.
before.
I
Sorry.
don't know if you guys heard.
I was like trying to keep her name out of it, like she hasn't been on 3
Yeah.
episodes. And
I mean-
sorry. But if they were like, Ev's wife is about to pop, she's going to be
No,
having
I mean,
a kid tomorrow.
obviously-
Dude, they would manage. They
let's
figure
figure it out.
They have
figure
no
it out.
choice.
Yeah, they
Obviously,
figure it
everybody
out. Yeah.
adapts. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I wouldn't personally want to do it. Like I wouldn't want to leave them hanging six weeks.
Right.
Will they figure it
Yeah.
out? Of course. I mean, the place. I'm not building rocket ships. You know what I mean? I cut grass. It's just. I would feel bad.
I agree.
Either way,
agree.
either way is fine. I don't know.
I agree that you're not building rocket ships. But
I'm glad.
yeah.
You haven't seen anything blow up in the sky recently, right? Because that would be a part of that.
That one's my bad, guys. Sorry about that.
And hey, honey, look at me. I'm dead. What else? Oh, how was Vesper this weekend? Have you ever heard of Vesper?
No, what is that?
Right, explain what the fuck Vesper is. I worked all weekend because I'm blue collar. I don't know
Vesper.
what you want me to tell you.
It's a sporting club, I think they call it.
Which is don't make any
day
sense to me,
club?
but go ahead.
So it's like it's a club that people normally go, like you would think you would normally go to, like Friday, Saturday night.
Ooh, I gotta write something down.
But
I didn't even bring up that it was March Madness this week.
but they also have like a big brunch on Sunday.
Okay.
But it's still a club. So you get in there and it's
Where's
like,
this club at?
Center City.
Okay.
Philadelphia.
Club Vesper.
Club
Club
Vesper.
Vesper.
Yeah.
Sporting
So you've
club.
been there.
Oh, you know
no,
it.
I had my brother's been there.
you've
I've
heard
been there.
about
He said
it.
he was. It's my.
No, but I know a guy. And
No, I'm serious. I've never been there, but I've heard of it.
You
Did
can
your
imagine
brother
if
go
she
there
did,
for
though.
lunch or
no,
brunch?
he went there for late night.
Right.
Yeah.
Which made sense. So when I found out we were going there, it was for Chold's birthday.
Shout out
And
Joel.
I was
Happy
asking
birthday.
her, like, what to expect. I didn't understand. It's a club, but we're going there for brunch.
I couldn't name the last club I've been at.
Right,
so,
me neither.
Yeah, so okay, so
last club I was in was with a fake ID.
Yeah,
an AC somewhere.
Yep. So Club Vesper.
So I'm trying to figure out like what to expect. And Chol's like, it's a club, but you're going there for brunch. And in my head, brunch, you're like, it's a nice day out.
Eggy Benedict.
You're sitting outside.
You're in the city,
Yeah.
A nice
you got
cocktail.
a mimosa and eggs Benedict.
A nice
and,
pair of slacks.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
No, that's not how.
Open-toed
Because it's a
shoes.
club. I don't know if I said that before. It's a club. So you walk in.
What club has brunches?
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
Vesper.
None.
That's it. That's it. They don't have a lot of competition in that arena.
Jeez. That's actually a good idea.
But
I mean,
it was bumping.
Is it big?
The room that we were in.
They follow us on Instagram. They reached out to us. So.
Nice. They want to.
Did
they
you
want
put a
us,
sticker in the bathroom or something?
Do they want us to do a show there?
People just put stickers all around town.
It's not us.
It's
we
not
don't
us,
do it. We don't. We
It's
definitely
just
don't
cool
do
that
it.
you just see like random stickers everywhere you go.
Only every episode.
yeah. So it's a club that sells egg Benedicts. What else?
Yeah. So,
But
obviously the lights are out. There's strobe lights going on. The
At
music's loud as
brunch?
shit. You can't hear the person sitting next to you. It's a club,
It's like every scene in Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
right? And you're sitting there at this
At
table,
11 o'clock.
right? We had just gotten there, so
Sounds terrible.
no one's like hammered. But you look around, and everyone else in the club is.
Yeah. So what
So
time
they're-
they get there? 9?
I guess I
What
don't know.
time's this place fucking open?
But behind, like, we were sitting in like this big booth because we had, I don't know, maybe 12 people or something like that. But behind it, like where the seat is attached, there's a counter
Yeah.
for you to get up and dance on.
Oh shit!
And people are dancing on
Were you
tables.
up there shaking your
Yeah.
ass?
Fucking right I was.
Oh, yeah.
I see you up there shaking that ass.
So you look around, and there's people dancing on tables. They're dancing on the things behind the seats. Everyone's hammered.
It's 4 girls, but
It's-
of course Ryan was up there.
It's
Sweating. He had a towel
damn
on his
right.
shoulder.
Damn right.
The last place.
I gotta
Looking
stay
like
loose.
fucking Cedric the
I
Entertainer
gotta
up
stay
there
loose.
telling jokes and shit. Baggy suit.
But it's also bottomless mimosas. So they have champagne and orange juice, and they just flush out new bottles, new bottle, new bottle, new
That's just
bottle.
a
So
headache
much
waiting to
sugar.
happen.
So much sugar.
man.
Oh, that's a lot of sugar.
So much orange juice,
Oh,
let alone the champagne.
Champagne's full of
vitamin
sugar.
C.
And my drink was 95% champagne, and I think I threw up from the orange juice.
Yeah.
That's how much orange juice I got.
Jeez.
It's like you leave, it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's like
it was
leaving a
weird.
strip
You come-
club. It's like
and you're like, oh.
You come outside and you get smacked in the face with light. Everyone else is like going about their day. They went like shopping. They're coming home from like
the fuck is up with
the
this guy? You're
grocery
just
store, and you're like, oh, where am I?
he got a waffle in his pocket.
I can't believe it was packed at that time.
Well, it's a Sunday thing,
supposedly
right?
it always is. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. That's their thing is Sunday brunch at Vesper.
Chelsea texted me. She was like, "You would hate it here.
Yeah. That's
You
a
would hate it." I
that's
mean,
a
I was going to
commitment.
go because of Chode, obviously. Like, I'm not. It was her birthday. I'm not going to leave her hanging. But I just had to work. And
But it's also one of those things that you just get into. Like when we were
I'm
all
not,
sitting
it's
there.
not like I would have sat there fucking Indian style in the corner all pissed off.
Right,
I would have got after
It's,
it.
it's
When we
something
were-
once a year, definitely.
when we were all sitting there, like I said, no one was drunk when we got there, so we looked like a bunch of dorks sitting in the corner because no one was dancing. Everyone was up dancing on tables and shit, and we were like sitting down, like, can you pass the champagne? I didn't get.
You guys are trying to have brunch.
right? And
I didn't even eat my muffin yet.
when they bring out the champagne, there's like firework sparklers attached to them. And they're like dancing with it and shit, and like
yeah,
everyone's like
snakes
looking
and
up at this
sparkles.
girl.
Oh,
I feel
man.
so bad for this girl who's dancing back and forth with the champagne.
What are the waitresses
and
dressed
we're
like?
they had the like
Yeah.
bikini
they did.
bottoms.
Sure they
t-shirt,
did.
like-
Explain it. Explain it.
Yeah. What they
You
look
know,
like?
With that,
Scan-
with that
Let
silky
me borrow that
voice.
blanket. Yo,
Let me borrow
Mark,
that
Mark, let me borrow that
blanket.
blanket.
Nah, you don't want this anymore.
scantily clad women.
So I talked to Chelsea around 4 because I was getting done work, and I thought I was going to meet you guys at like Whistler's or something. I was like, all right, cool.
Nah.
It's a Sunday, getting done work. Let me go get a fucking Panzerotti. I'll meet up with all them, drink some beers. Chelsea's like, all right.
Whistler's has Panzerottis?
How fucking dare you?
I've never fucking from like.
All right, close it
Carnival
up.
Panzerottis? Yeah, that's it.
Close it up.
How
I am
fucking
I am
dare you.
serious as a heart attack. They have Panzerottis.
Mark, I've never been more pissed off doing this show in my life. The last time I was this mad is when
Ugh.
Ryan told me Manu Ginobili didn't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Again,
Oh.
you say it without the qualifier.
Well, I love
all
to hear
the time.
qualifier.
All the time, I say.
Episode what? That was Jake's episode?
Yeah, whatever episode this was, we were talking about somehow we got on
25 or
Man
something?
Ginobili, and I said if you just look at his NBA career, his NBA career would not qualify him for the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is a basketball Hall of Fame. He has done a lot of things internationally. That's what makes him an obvious Hall of Fame candidate, if not somebody to get into the Hall of
Yes,
Fame.
Whistler's has Panzerati's.
But NBA career only. Would NBA career only would Manu Ginobili be in the Hall of Fame?
I think so.
No way.
I think
Look
so.
at he was an
You
average
can't-
player in the NBA. We're not getting into this.
Panzerati's are at Whistler's, of course. Anyway, so Chelsea hits me up. She's like, I was like, all right, I'm cleaning up now, blah, blah, blah. She's like, don't worry, I pulled over behind Zio's. Chol's throwing up and Rice pissing behind a dumpster. She's like, I don't think anybody's going anywhere. I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, I'm bringing them all home right now. I was like, oh, shit.
I went home and went to bed.
Oh,
Kate was
wow.
like, you were in bed at like 5:30, and I slept until the next day. Straight through. Well, I did.
Vesper
That's a
Brown,
lie.
man.
I did wake up because she woke me up about 3 times trying to give me food and fed me mac and cheese from Wawa, which she walked to and then walked to the Acme to get some groceries and then walked back.
Damn, dude, Wawa from your house is
man.
like 35 minutes.
Well,
A
Wawa
walk?
are you going to?
A walk? That's a far walk.
I think she said it was like 0.7 miles.
Yeah, but that's a far walk.
0.7 miles. You can't if you
There's
do
no way it's
0.7
0.7.
miles in 35 minutes. You need to pick it up.
She was
Yeah,
fucked
you
up,
gotta-
too.
you gotta
she
let
wasn't
it.
sober.
Yeah, she might have did it in 35 minutes.
Yeah, she wasn't sober. Dude, that's a
Club-
good walk.
Club Vesper, man. That's
Shout out to
funny.
Club Vesper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing work.
Yeah,
How much they paying you guys to one of your only spots?
How was it expensive being there? Because you guys were there for a while.
I want to say our bill was like $600 or something like that. But again, there was like 12 of us or something
That's
like
your
that.
typical brunch.
Yeah, standard brunch.
I'll see
I
you guys
think-
at Top Golf for fuck.
I
Dude,
think
Top Golf is nice.
I love
I
Top
let-
Golf. Let's go.
I went
Let's
last
end this
night.
right.
It was awesome.
Let's end this podcast and go to Top Golf.
Seriously.
how about we
It's,
just take all this stuff to Top Golf? We'll do it from Top Golf.
Probably be warmer.
What time you get done work?
Jesus.
Yeah, fucking a bunch of house cats
I'm
around here.
freezing,
People can't
man.
handle the cold.
My teeth are chattering. I'm that cold. And like I said,
We got a
this
heater
is-
under your desk. We wear slippers.
No, I'm just not in a garage.
Yeah,
all the time.
get your fucking shit together.
Um,
What time you usually done work?
today I was done like 5.
Ah, it's too late.
Yeah. Why?
I just need somebody to golf with after work.
Top Golf does like a.
What?
I
Top
told
golf
you
or
they
golf
do a
golf?
monthly.
Golf, golf.
I thought we were gonna do that with Ennis. We were going to Riverton a bunch, or not Riverton. Where we go, Ramblewood. And
Yeah,
you
but
didn't
I'm
wanna
saying
do it.
like
What's up? Why am I not
but-
invited?
because you don't get done work till like 7.
Because you're not on this.
You don't get done till
garage
7.
with Evan.
Dan's fucking coaching track now. I'm like, God
What is he
damn it.
coaching track-wise? Javelin?
Who know? What? I don't even know what track is. You run, you jump.
Yeah.
It keeps you busy in the spring when you don't play baseball. I don't know.
Get you faster.
What do you have to coach?
How
in
much
track?
faster do I need to be?
You need to get moving. That's what you need to do.
I don't need to move for anything
You are
anymore.
slow as
You need
fucking
to-
dirt.
You need to run that 4-man team.
Pick it up.
So, Evan, I hear you have a good squad this year, basketball.
Yeah, we're definitely not talking about our men's league. That will bore the fuck out of everybody. So March Madness started this week.
It did.
I didn't lose much money because I didn't really bet. I was in a like a points pool, but it backed out because nobody had the he didn't like fill all the blocks. So I was like, all right,
It's
whatever.
100 people, right? It's a regular
Yeah,
block pool.
yeah. So that's a lot of people and shit. But
Yeah.
he didn't fill a block, so it's whatever. I didn't fill out like a bracket or any of that shit.
I
They're
didn't
just
fill out a bracket
filling out
this year.
brackets are just fucking dumb. I'd rather just bet on the games now.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I've
You do it
been
for fun.
I
though.
won a
Just to-
couple, lost a couple, and I was like, you know what? It's too hard to predict because Duke minus 26. You're like, huh?
Yeah, I start watching like Sweet 16. It's terrible.
Yeah, Sweet 16.
yeah.
The bets should be a little bit closer, so that'll be a little bit more easier. Did you
Plus-
do any
plus
gambling,
there
Ryan?
hasn't been a lot of good games.
Well, Duke just won by what? 1 or something?
One, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah.
UCF had that. That was 2 layups that they blew.
Yeah.
But there's been how many games? 200, and there was like 3 good ones.
I watched the ending of that Duke game. That's the only game I watched.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like it's last year. I remember because I take half days on that Thursday and Friday, like last Thursday and Friday. I act like it was a while ago, but I remember the very first game like went into overtime. The second game was like a 2-point game, and then there was like a big win, and then there was like another overtime game. It was like 4 o'clock. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This year, I was like, they're like 8-point games, and they just hold out the lead to the end.
You're stuffed on Domino's
You're like,
because
this
you're
is-
bored. You're just
yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
if I eat
Boo.
any more cheesy bread.
Boo.
I don't know. Last time I had Domino's.
No, there's no reason to have it.
No.
There is a reason. At 2:30,
Yeah.
when you're drunk, and they're the
Yeah.
only people that
They
sell
have,
it.
they have the meat lovers, right? Is that Domino's?
I
No,
think any
that's
place
Papa,
that makes
no, that's
pizza has it.
No, Papa John's. No.
Any pizza
No.
place in the world
No,
will
no,
probably
no,
have the
no.
meat
You can get it
lovers.
from DiGiorno's. I don't know.
No, Papa John's has the best meat lovers pizza, though.
R.I.P. It's a CC's now, or what's it? Caesar's Pizza. What is it? CC's?
Oh, the one by
That
us?
replaced the Papa John's near us.
I don't know. I was going to say all Papa John's aren't gone, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They
Yeah,
had a
huh?
merger
He got
and-
accused of hooking up with little kids.
Yeah, they just cut
So
him out.
They cut out the whole thing.
They were like
Papa John was
Papa ain't
touching
around
little
anymore.
boys.
Peyton Manning's boy?
Yeah, he was touching
Oh,
little.
man.
Guys, this is 100%. I made that up. It's not a joke. Papa John's is alive and well. Don't sue me
Just
for
because he
blasphemy.
gives that vibe in those commercials told me
No,
you could
he
say that.
did something like
He was in
sexual
trouble.
harassment.
No, I think it was
or-
only like with like an actual woman. I don't think it was.
No, I didn't.
You know
I
what?
didn't-
I'm still making up shit. I gotta stop.
I didn't mean to imply that
You
he
need
did
this
do that.
checklist removal thing?
Yeah, I gotta.
He did something that got him
I think
Like-
he was just fucked up.
pushed off to the side. He ain't around no more.
No.
No, him and Papa
Now,
John's.
Payne's
Around
Payne's
in
in
the company, he
insurance
ain't
now.
around no more.
Let's see, Papa
doing
John's.
Papa John Schnatner.
Trouble.
Look at this
Schnatner.
hookup thing.
There you go. Papa John's trouble with the NFL. Oh, that's what it was with the NFL.
What do you do?
He did not touch little boys. Yeah, see, out of CEO. I told you.
What happened though?
He's mad about
Oh, look at they always put up the worst picture. He looks like he just came off a fucking 10-day bender. Look at this shit.
He looks like he just came out of Vesper at 4 o'clock.
The founder of Papa John will step down as CEO next month over the company. What did
the
he
whole
do?
national anthem thing, right?
Yeah, I think
And-
so.
Oh, is that what
He's
it was?
a big supporter of the
Yeah, he was
NFL, and now the
Criticizing.
whole thing with Kaepernick, it's
Oh, what did he say
how
shit
the
about
NFL let it-
Kaepernick?
how the NFL let it go too long or some shit, and how their ratings went down.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he blamed Papa John's sales.
On the
On the
NFL
NFL's
ratings going
ratings,
down
yeah.
because
Oh,
of
come on, dude, get your shit together. Your pizza's frozen. We all know it.
Yeah.
Your pizza's frozen. No chain pizza isn't frozen. I know of Domino's is like, our pizza isn't frozen. You're like, and then at the bottom it says in select stores. Yeah, and like 3 spots in California where the dough's actually shipped out. That's the 3 ones that aren't frozen.
Right, the one right next to the dough factory.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
not
out of
frozen.
here with that nonsense.
we were at Tacanelli's. I told you last week, man. That pizza is good.
Do you
I don't know.
see? Let's get into a little pizza talk for just a little bit. Tacanelli's is right down the street.
just a little bit.
Just a
right?
little bit.
Just
Let's not get
I
carried
don't
away
want to
with this.
overindulge in the pizza talk.
Let's not get carried
We'll
away.
do it
live. Let's not get carried away. Tacanelli's is down the street from you, Rye. You're a big Tacanelli's guy, right?
It is. I like it.
Is it
I
the
don't
atmosphere
like-
because it's kind of like fancier?
I don't like how they're like we're open from 1 to 3 and then 4 to 6 and then go fuck yourself.
I don't even know that.
You're like
I just
you're
wanted
like,
to go
what
and
the
get
fuck?
some pizza.
Which one
And
did you
I
go
went
to?
to the one in Maple Shade.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
right down the street from me.
I was
They-
impressed with the homemade pasta.
They only have like certain hours.
Okay.
And then they're like, if you don't want to come at those times, you can go fuck
Well,
yourselves.
the thing is, they do that just because they have so much pool because people are dying to
'Cause
get
it's-
in there.
No, I understand.
What are the times?
They're like super short. I want to say I was being a little facetious. I want to say it's like
Facetious. It's the first time that was used on
Write
here.
that
I like
word
it.
down.
I want to say it's like 10 to 3 and then 4 to 8 or something like that.
I mean, when are you getting pizza? Like
No,
that.
I totally understand, but
That's like a go out to
don't
dinner.
be
That's
don't,
not
but don't
Papa
be a dick.
John's.
I'll call you when I want to
Yeah.
call you, and you bring me my fucking pizza,
You go out
And
there and
it's
you
all-
find that fucking dog.
and it's all cash, right? This is all cash.
I drew the duck blue.
Classic.
No, it was good pizza though. But like I said, I
It's
was
all
I
cash,
was
right? You can't use
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
yeah.
and
That's
$2
still recording, right? I always get
$2
confused.
surcharge
Yeah.
with
With a
yeah.
card.
Yeah, with,
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
that's how they get you.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think the
And another
pizza's
one-
that good for.
Right, that's what I mean. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's better than Papa John's. Fuck
Oh
you,
well,
Papa
well,
John's.
let's not even.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not even consider
Comparing
these
apples to
chains.
oranges.
Because like to sit down and have a good pie, like that's a different type of. Like you go into like Nick's or something like that, you're just grabbing the slice or whatever. Like Tacanelli's has an environment of like a dinner, which is dope. So you might want to do that.
Right,
Again,
and I
this
still
is-
like
this-
Tony's better than
Tony's is
Tacanelli.
good. On Frankfurt?
Yeah.
Or is it on Frank? It's like on
Kind of.
kinda. Tony's is good.
Tony's
Yeah.
is shit. They have a new one apparently in Ben Salem, which is the tits.
Have you ever had the pasta at Tacanelli's? This is the third time I said this.
I'm not
It's
a pasta.
God damn it! Somebody listen
me,
to me.
so good.
Me personally, I'm not a pasta guy
I'm not either, but they're small portions.
because I'm an athlete.
It's
I'm in
ho-
shape. I don't eat pasta.
That's
It's
exactly
whole
where I'm
grain, dude.
going.
Relax.
That's what we're segueing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's homemade. They have the little metal turny thing to actually create the cavatelli or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I've seen it on Triple D before.
Triple D.
Yeah, because we went there, and I feel like if you go to a place like that, like you have to get like a meal.
Yeah, I got pasta.
You know exactly.
Yeah.
What kind of pasta? What kind of pasta? If you're
Cavatelli.
I was gonna say
if you're not a
obviously
pasta
cavatelli.
guy, what kind of pasta?
Cavatelli,
Sure. What else?
and it was pork
What kind of sauce?
bolognese,
Okay.
but it was very light. And I'm telling you, the portions were just small enough. They were like appetizers.
A bolognese will fill you to fuck up. You
Yeah.
take a shot of
But we got
bolognese,
a
you're down
pizza-
for a little bit.
We got a pizza, and then the pasta, and then their salad, their house dressing's pretty good.
I love salad. Salad is
I like
underrated.
Salad at the end of my meal, almost like a dessert. That's kind of strange.
Like
right?
a palate
Definitely
cleanse?
is.
Yeah,
Definitely
almost like a
You guys,
It's
you do
definitely-
salad at the end too?
No.
Fuck no, that's
yeah,
why I'm a little
weird.
happy.
It's un-American.
Yeah, you
It's
start
definitely
with
un-American.
Start with a salad.
Yeah,
I
for
think that's
sure.
like European.
I do soup and salad sometimes because I'm a fucking animal.
That's old school soup.
I'm
and salad.
such a soup guy.
Yeah.
Does that stop you from wanting to have dessert because you had the salad?
No,
Who
I
the
can crush
fuck has
I
dessert?
can crush a cake after I eat a salad. I just like eating my salad afterwards.
Do you guys get dessert after every meal?
No,
Of course not.
There we did, but
Of course
typically
you
no.
don't.
Do you?
No,
Yeah. Why would you?
because it's stupid. Dessert's
What's
for
your
stupid
What's your
people.
go-to dessert?
There is none.
Really? You're not a dessert dude?
Fuck
See,
no.
he
Is he lying? Is he a binge dessert?
he does it in his head
Yeah.
that he doesn't like all these desserts and cakes and cookies.
Obviously
I
they
don't like
taste
'em.
good.
Trying to psych
In
him
his
out.
head.
Obviously they
Yeah.
taste good. It doesn't. I'm not eating a beet cake. Like obviously
Why
chocolate
not?
with fucking vanilla icing's the shit.
Oof.
I get it. Now if I had to pick a dessert, me and Chelsea like to enjoy Rita's. I'm a gelati guy.
Okay.
I like water ice and ice cream combo.
I don't know.
And
Last
like,
time I had Rita's.
Well, you live from down the street from the custard stand, so it would be un-American of you to skip the
Oh, there's
custard.
a Rita's the other way.
I love how people feel obligated to go to Rita's the first day it opens, and it's like 32
Guys,
degrees out,
guys,
and there's a line around
guys,
the corner.
water
and
ice
you're
is
like,
$2.
What are you
Water
doing?
ice is $2. I don't need it free. I'm not going to sit behind some fucking hobo looking for a goddamn watermelon shake.
Family's got 7 kids.
Come
They're
on,
all
dude. They're coming out with the
snow.
samplers now.
Yeah,
They have like the
it's-
fucking samplers. You just want to smack it out of this little shit's hand.
What's your go-to water ice? Which flavor?
I do, ready? At Rita's,
Uh-oh.
mint chocolate chip
Oh, it's terrible.
and vanilla. That's my gelati combo. Boom, bang.
You always get the gelati? That's
Yeah,
your
I'm a
go-to?
gelati because I like vanilla ice cream a lot.
I'm
Or I'll
mango.
do chocolate water ice.
I'm
with
mango.
vanilla.
I'm not that big of a fan of gelatis.
Okay,
I don't,
no,
want, I don't want my ice
respect.
cream with my water ice. If I get water ice, I want water
I
ice.
know what kind of fucking dude you are. You eat your
Yeah.
vegetables first, and then you hit the meat, and you
Oh.
go down line in the plate like a fucking communist.
That's
I know what
incorrect.
I do. I mix it all together like a fucking American, and then I shit it out together like an American. Yeah, that's right.
I like
At the
my
same time.
food mixed together, but my water ice should be separate from my ice cream.
Okay, I mean,
Hey, to each his own.
there's no right or wrong answer
No.
here. It's whatever you prefer.
What about
I'm
you?
a big ice cream guy though.
I
That's
like
my-
dude,
that's
ice
my
cream
shit.
is my Achilles
You
heel.
get
I
the
could
little
go-
fucking pints.
pints gone.
You're done.
Gone.
Ben and Jerry. I have
What is it?
stock.
Half baked?
I'm a Haagen-Dazs guy too. Sometimes I'll
Haagen-Dazs
dip
is
my
the
balls
best.
in it.
You can just get Haagen-Dazs chocolate, and you're good.
I'm
No,
a
you don't
vanilla
need to-
bean guy.
Vanilla bean's good.
Mint chocolate, dude.
I'm hitting Sev after this.
Target, dude.
Done.
Grubhub, get it
Keep
delivered,
going.
dude. Don't worry about it.
I never used Grubhub before.
Neither have I. I
have.
definitely want to.
I've got McDonald's
so lazy.
cookies, but you have to order like 13 for them to deliver it.
And you were like,
Of
oh
course.
no,
I was like,
I have to
oh,
order
no.
13.
Could you imagine if you got an update
I
on your
drank
phone, like,
that much.
2 chocolate chip cookies from McDonald's? I'd be like, fuck no.
Bree's like, who's at the door? I'm like, don't worry about it. Fucking hiding chocolate
Nobody,
chip
don't worry about
cookies.
I had to get nuggets with it. I don't know.
I got you one chocolate
I got a
chip
toy
cookie.
for the kid.
She's like, the minimum's 13.
Yeah.
I know you got the other ones back there. No,
That's
it's
fantastic.
crazy.
Some like 40-year-old dudes running up to your door with fucking 13 chocolate chip cookies.
What, I eat
Feel
at
terrible.
Chipotle a
At
lot.
2 in the morning.
Like
Yeah.
for work, you can't leave town to eat lunch. So like, a lot of people like hit pizza. Like I'm not eating pizza 3 times a week. Like, you are fat as fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So like, when I don't pack my lunch, the best thing to do is eat Chipotle. Chipotle is like the best.
You're gonna hate me.
That's fine. I mean, you don't have to
I
like
can't stand Chipotle, man.
just like Mexican in general, or just Chipotle.
No, the way they flavor their meats.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's.
it's
I
just
like-
like it's
see,
just
I-
the best option.
I like Pancheros.
Yeah, Pancheros is the shit. Their queso.
I like.
if I could put their queso in my hair and just roll around.
what is it? Cadoba's the other
Qdoba.
one? Yeah,
That's just a
good.
hike. I never go there.
Yeah, it's like
But
a
anyway, in
seven.
general, it's just like one of the best options you can get. Like
What do you get?
white rice, no beans, fajitas. I either do chicken and steak together,
Mhm.
half chicken, half steak,
Mhm.
or I do pork. I'm a huge pork is the most underrated meat.
Okay.
Carnitas. So I'll do white rice, fajitas, carnitas.
Why not brown rice?
What's the fucking difference?
It's healthier.
No, it's not. Brown rice is fake. So they don't grow brown rice anywhere. It's fake. It's a fake rice.
Okay.
They GMO that.
Yep.
And
What are you, a fucking idiot?
Yep.
And then I'll
Obviously
get,
not
and then
brown
I'll get
rice.
guac, cheese, lettuce, and then I just hot sauce the fuck out of it.
That's good.
You?
I don't go there.
Anything?
I don't go there.
Anything? Their
No.
queso's trash. If I go to Pancheros, I'm like, as much queso as you can pack in this burrito, put on there.
I'm a half and half with the steak and chicken.
Mhm.
I'm a brown rice, black beans.
Pancheros don't have a rice option.
No, they don't. They don't even have the wheat tortilla, do they?
No, they make their own tortillas though, which are phenomenal.
Yeah, they flat them out.
Slap
oh,
it
man,
on that
that's
thing.
the best part. And they mix it up at the end, which is key.
That
They don't
is-
do that.
Chipotle
do they do that
needs
at Chipotle? I haven't
no.
been there forever.
Chipotle needs to take a fucking. That's
then
why I
you
get the bowl.
You get a fucking
so I can
bite
mix
of
it.
guac, and you're like, this is terrible.
You get a bite of sour cream. It feels like someone just
Yeah,
fucking
you throw
money
it,
shot at
you
you.
just wanna throw it against
Someone
the
just
wall.
fucking shot in the back of your
Money
throat.
shot at you.
Yeah, it's fucking horrendous.
Jesus Christ. I see you keep your Twitter fingers over there trying to hit those sound things. You should start hitting them.
Oh no, I was fucking with the sound.
Anyway, enough lunch talk. Let's talk to this legend about fucking sports.
Please
he's
stop
here.
saying
He's here for a reason.
So, did you go down to Clearwater
Oh,
at all?
yeah.
Your bro?
How's fucking Jeffrey doing?
I went down the
Jeffrey
first
with a G.
year. I went down the first year.
He's just thinking. He's like, is my brother's name spelled with
Hey, holy
spelled
shit.
with a G or a
Can
J?
you
I
even
didn't
do that?
know. I didn't even know.
No, it's spelled with a J. I went down the first year he was invited, and I
Uh-huh.
haven't been since. I'm not a baseball fan. He knows that. I would tell him that
baseball
I can't.
sucks.
I couldn't
Baseball's
stand.
so bad.
And then my dad loves baseball, so he'll get on there and watch. Oh, Real Muto was there. He'll
For
rip all
people
these
listening,
people. I'm like,
Mark's younger brother Jeff is a minor league for the Phillies pitcher. Lefty.
He got
Yes.
a little burn this off
did-
season, right?
he did, yeah. He pitched Saturday, pitched the 5th inning, I think, and he had 2 strikeouts and like a ground out, and he did pretty
Nice.
well. And then he came in Sunday, and I think he hit a guy or two and didn't do too well. But
That's right. That's what
Yeah.
happens. Pitchers.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
best part about
he's
baseball.
young.
It's just that
yeah, I
baseball
mean,
is rough. Now going down to Clearwater to watch them, I would be into that. Like that's
my,
gotta be.
my parents were down the first game that Harper played,
yeah,
and I had it on the radio because my dad was talking about what had just happened or something like that, and I was in the car, so I flipped it on, and then they were like, now to the mound, South Jersey guy, Jeffrey Singer, and I was like, oh shit.
There he is. I
Yeah,
pound him
that's
up every
Marshmallow.
time I see him at Whistlers.
I had like 4 Texas, so I go take my time. I turn on the TV. He's already out. He only pitched 1 inning. So he calls me later that night. He's like, "Yeah, what'd you think? Did I look like one of the guys? I didn't even see the fucking game."
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
"Yeah, dude, you looked fucking great. You just went
That
out
hair?
there." I was like, "Jeff, I didn't even know it was you when you stepped on the mound. It was awesome. Did really well. Really,
You were
really
the
painted the plate.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
He was like,
Painting
I didn't,
corners.
I didn't even know it was you in the 7th
Yeah.
inning. He was like, I pitched the 6th.
Yeah.
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 Hopefully he doesn't
I love-
listen to this episode.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome. So your family's obviously athletic. Your dad was a big time baseball player, right?
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Instagram-
Research?
Instagram.
Google.
I researched my guess.
Yeah, he will tell you he's a lot better than he was. No, I'm kidding. My dad's really.
Well,
really
he didn't play against any black guys, so
He ain't that old.
that's what I always say to older people. Like, oh, I was so good when I was young. I was like, well, you didn't play against any black guys.
Playing football in leather helmets.
Yeah.
You run the wing tee.
Yeah, you played against a bunch of guys in low top Converse.
Did you play baseball growing up?
Freshman year, up to freshman year, and that was it. Again, I'm not a fan. It's
I was
it's
gonna say because you
slow,
weren't good at it,
and-
or because you weren't into it.
I wasn't
I-
into it.
I stopped in, I want to say maybe 4th grade because I was like, first off, I was good in the field, but I couldn't hit for shit.
Yeah.
Straight batting last.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like,
I
it's not worth it.
liked it. I was a catcher, so I liked it because I was always involved in every play. And then I
Right,
moved
yeah,
to the
makes sense.
outfield. They wanted me to be the outfield, and I'm like, I don't want to stand in the outfield.
Especially when your younger kids can't hit it that far.
Yeah. This was high school.
With-
But, like,
Still can't hit it that far. Unless you
I
played
just-
against Mike. Unless you were playing against Mike Trout.
yeah, he
You
just
weren't
got
you weren't catching it anyway. Them things were fucking bombs.
he just got a nice bonus
Yeah, I would say.
contract.
I'm glad he's not coming to Philly. Actually, good for him. No need to fucking mix.
I think it could only go bad for him.
Yeah, it can only go bad for him.
Yeah.
He was already.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, he just got
Loved and-
400 million." I'm like, "You realize they gave him 200 million like 5 years ago, right? Like, he probably hasn't even fucking touched that yet."
Yeah, but
Imagine.
it's over 13 years.
Who cares?
Yeah, well, that's
No, I mean it's It's insane.
Right. Obviously,
I mean,
it's a ton of money.
And it's insane.
Okay,
They're
so
paying
he
him
can
that.
retire whenever he wants, so he won't get paid his last 5 years.
And he's
well, I only made 33 a year.
He's playing baseball. It's just
Right.
Yeah, they're not even
fucking
athletes.
stupid.
That's
I mean,
what's crazy.
They're barely athletes. Who are athletes are football players. Mr.
Slick
Mark
transition.
Singer.
No, I'm just saying in general. Hey, I don't even care how much you get paid, whether you're playing football or whatever. It's ridiculous the amount of money
nobody's
these
worth
guys.
it.
It's,
Nobody's
I mean,
worth that.
how much does the person who cures cancer? How much do they get paid?
Not 330 million.
That's This dude's fucking playing baseball.
Yeah, it's.
There's
Not
a
over
lot.
13 years.
Yo,
so
and-
yeah,
and
There's
what
a lot
doesn't
of
make
money,
sense-
and then there's that.
I know what doesn't make sense to me. It would make sense if baseball brought in a lot of money, but baseball definitely is
It's old money.
I was gonna say they definitely bring in a lot of money because they're all those TV contracts.
right, but they're
Comcast
still
paying a
third.
Fuck ton of money.
But they're still third out of sports. Like they're not even close to football, and they're not close to basketball.
in terms of revenue that they
Yeah.
bring in,
Mhm.
are you speaking from facts or are you
Yeah.
speaking
Is this
from
your
guesses?
opinion?
Yeah, I got facts.
Because I'm
How'd
pretty
you come
sure
up with that? I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
pretty
right.
sure it's not right.
It's right.
I'm pretty sure
definitely
everything
right.
you said. You Google it.
I
You
am
have the
gonna Google
computer
it.
right
Keep
behind
talking.
you.
Jamie, bring it up, Jamie.
Well, there's no way. No, it's definitely not. It's only. I mean, they have a lot more games, so like I understand. All right, what am I looking up? What sports make the most money? What sports? Oh shit!
Weapon the market.
Nothing's
This is
happening
what
to
he's
the-
typing in. Yeah. By the way, people are like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?"
What? They're gonna say soccer. Nobody cares. Why is this jittery?
Yeah, you have
who-
4 spaces
who cares?
in front of there. Yeah.
But
No.
Either way, I think they bring in a lot of money, and I think they're
Yeah,
beating.
and
I
I-
think they're beating basketball.
I think they're
No
smoking.
shot.
I think they're
I don't think
smoking
basketball's
basketball.
even
They're definitely
close.
not.
I mean, you're wrong. It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If we
Mark,
can just say whatever we want,
No.
fire away.
No. You're not just gonna tell me I'm wrong and then I can't look it up.
no, you can, but people are waiting to see what
Yeah,
else
because
is
you
going
guys
to
don't
happen.
know how to talk unless I talk. You guys are like my crew at work. You can't do anything without me.
Hey, I'm a guest.
What sports make the most money? Here we go. And don't show me fucking Bryce Harper's contract because I'll puke.
That's definitely what I was going to say.
Oh, this is just people's
Yeah,
salary.
average salary.
Average salary 4 point.
Well,
How is it-
basketball players
what-
make a fuck ton
What? Average salary $4.9 million. That's number one.
for basketball.
What are these numbers? Football average salary. Oh, I guess
No, because
all
football
of
players
the-
don't make a lot of
right.
money.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Basketball
Okay.
players is just because
All
there's
of
only
the money, average
there's only what
salary.
1,000 people who play in the NBA, if that.
Right, so the football average salary, even though Carson Wentz about to make $30 million, there's a ton of guys that make
What sports make the most
587,000.
money?
Dallas Cowboys. There you go.
Manchester United, Real Madrid. Well, soccer is fucking retarded.
This is gonna have to be like
We would have to really
Let's
look up.
let's
Yeah.
do our research
Yeah, I
afterwards.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
to.
And
This is gonna be
what
because
is it?
soccer
What
is
is
just through the
write
roof.
write that down.
What is it?
I
Yeah.
want to.
what is agree to
I wanna
disagree
hear-
at this point?
Yeah.
I want to hear Evan's explanation after this.
We'll come back after
Yeah.
the break with the information.
But no, you're just saying like in general. This is only teams, but you're just saying in general, baseball brings in more money a year than basketball.
I think
I think so.
I think like Mark said, I think it's a much higher number too.
Okay.
Just because you don't like it, I know Comcast paid a fuck ton of money.
Well, nobody's
for
even
the-
close to the NFL. I know that.
I don't even know.
Lately,
Don't get me wrong, the NFL might be number one, but I don't think it's as crazy different as you think it is.
Okay.
Because
We'll look at it
because,
as a break.
Because who watches TV? Old people. What do old people like?
baseball.
Baseball.
Everybody watches football on Sundays. It's one day a week, so they get the
Right.
most out of anything.
Right, but it's
Baseball,
one day a
you
week.
can
It's
miss
only 16
baseball.
weeks.
You can miss 25 games, and it's like watching a soap opera. You just click it back.
But
and
people
watch
put
it.
it
There's
on their
old people out
background.
there that don't miss 20.
You know what? Old people
games.
fucking
Yeah.
die. I don't know if you guys realize this. Old people are dying.
Yeah.
World War II. People from World War II.
Baby boomers
they
are gone, right?
They're gone. Okay, so them old people are getting flushed out.
Yep.
The old people of nowadays
Well,
are
what
like,
I said,
are
baseball
like
has old money.
1980s.
I mean,
Right. And that's
they
what it
have
is.
old money.
The thing with baseball is there's no salary cap. So baseball can go broke, and those people will never get paid. There's no salary cap in
Right,
baseball.
but more so
I'm making shit up,
the
obviously.
fact that some of these teams have 200 pushing 300 million not that high, but 250 million in their payroll tells you that they have a lot of money.
But
to
the thing is,
dish around.
say a team was to go bankrupt, that person would be fucked. They can't get. It says it's guaranteed, but I don't know if it's really guaranteed. That's why
how the
signing
contracts work.
I don't know, man.
That's why signing
let's
bonuses
get a
in the
lawyer in
NFL
here.
are what signing bonuses in the NFL are really what you want to worry about. You know what I mean?
I can tell you one thing: my brother's not making anything close to that. So
He could
It's
get
like-
get Trout money. You never know.
Trout doesn't get Trout money.
Yeah.
His agent's the third richest person in the world. So, what made you? What's up, bro? What are you up to?
I'm cold, man. Holy shit!
You've been in here for fucking an hour already.
It's been an hour.
So let's.
What have we been talking about?
Mark, you were pretty good at football. I just want to know the process of high school to college. How does that work? Like deciding on a school. How do you get recruited? I want to know that type of process.
Well, there wasn't like a plethora of schools.
No, I'm not saying like.
Um,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying fucking.
It's,
You're Reggie Bush and Ohio State's
yeah,
paying your fucking house off for you. But I'm just saying, what goes through your
Wouldn't
mind?
that be nice, huh?
What
For your parents, probably. Not
you'd have
for
to
you.
get back
Yeah.
your, you'd have to get back your Heisman.
They do
but-
that. Maybe not Ohio State, but what was the question? What was
so
the?
you went to Holy Cross.
Yes, I went to Holy Cross. That was a popular decision.
Did you want to go to Holy Cross?
Yeah.
Holy Cross is a Catholic school in South Jersey. Obviously, you pay for that. Public school, you don't pay for it. The public schools around here are really good, but
Well, that was the difference from Philly. And again, my parents' mindset was, you live in Philly, you go to Father Judge.
right,
you go to Catholic school.
Yeah, in Philly,
You
you,
come to
pay.
Jer- yeah.
You pay to go to school. If not,
Yeah.
you're in the public school where
Which is
you're buying meth between 1 and 2.
good luck at Lincoln.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, trust me, the athletes are there.
Yeah.
They just don't have the work ethic or the
Right.
And this is no just. I'm not saying Lincoln. I'm just saying like they don't have the resources for the coaches and the.
Oh yeah, there's
All
dudes
that
there.
shit.
Equipment and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
There's dudes everywhere. There's dudes everywhere. Your question was what's the difference from high school, or what's the process like?
Yeah, how do you decide?
So you went to Holy Cross.
Yeah.
And then
You were pretty
you
fucking
went to
good.
what, Toledo, right?
Yes.
You went to Toledo to play football.
That's
Yep.
in Ohio.
Yep.
How do you pick that? What goes through your?
Well, it was them. It was Delaware. It was Rhode Island, and then it was Rutgers late. And Rutgers didn't want me. It was like the trickle down effect. You know, they have their guys they
had
want.
a couple open
They're
spots.
4-star recruits, which
Didn't
that whole
sign.
shit's ridiculous. It's so overrated. But either way, those guys commit elsewhere.
Could you get 4-star recruits because they were in like tournaments and shit? Like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
don't
I
know
did
how-
7-on-7. Good,
Like
nice.
Wojcik was in here because he's a coach, and he was saying like, you're given whatever 20 scholarships that you can give out.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Who has 20? You just in general?
I just
I
said
think
that
just-
as
Oh,
an
okay, just
example. Like
yeah.
he's coaches
Yeah.
at Sacred Heart. They probably only get 6 full.
So and it varies year by year depending on how many freshmen or whoever's on scholarship at that time. So I wanted to go to Penn State. I was at their camp. I had a really good showing. They had 11 scholarships my senior year. So at Penn State, they're signing the best linebackers.
Yeah.
Just for
They're-
example,
yeah.
Barkley went to
Yeah.
who's still awesome in the NFL. It's not like
So Vanderlinden was the linebacker coach. He recruited South Jersey, and I don't know if you know a kid, Scarrato. He played safety at Deptford. He was the one who showed me around at Penn State. I thought I was going there. It didn't happen. They offered me like a gray shirt. So it was between that and then those other schools. And after visiting Toledo, I just felt like I could really play there right away.
Right.
But at the end
So
of the day,
that's
I didn't
what
want to
you
go.
considered playing
Yeah, I didn't want to
instead of
go
sitting and
like
all
you're
that.
going to go to school for free. So okay, that's number one. So you want to go and you just don't want to sit there and fucking go to school. You
Right.
want to play ball.
Yeah,
so.
you
And they're
wanna
like-
play. You
they're
ain't
like,
gonna
hey.
fuck bitches being on
Yeah,
the
it's
bench.
like you go to Rutgers. Oh, great. Yeah, it's great. You play for Rutgers, but you're redshirt and you get lost in the mix or whatever.
Yeah.
And they
Hey, you
got
work
their
really
dudes.
hard. Maybe we'll get you on the field your
And
senior
you don't
year.
wanna-
Yeah,
you
You're
don't
like,
wanna
you
sit there
run
and wish
down on
for-
kickoff.
Right.
You don't want
Cheers.
to
Yeah.
wish for a teammate to get injured. Like, all right, if he
Yeah.
gets hurt, and then the next guy gets hurt,
Right.
I should be okay.
Yeah,
And they might move somebody from corner to safety, so that he needs to get hurt now.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know. I personally think I could have played at Rutgers or wherever. I think I could have played at Penn State.
Sure.
But I just thought I could play right away at Toledo, and it did work out that way. So, and I feel like they wanted me, and you always want to go where you want it. You don't want to go on a team where they're like this.
No,
fucking
you
dude.
want to feel welcome.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so
Right.
that's how I chose Toledo. That's
Right.
it.
Did
When Rutgers came down at the last minute and they're like, "Hey, you want to come here too?" and you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, you had 4 dudes from Florida.
You were
who
like,
you go
what's-
after, and what? They're not here. They're not in the room
Yeah,
anymore. So
I know.
You're like,
now
"What's
you're
my
high
last?
on me."
What's my last name?"
Yeah.
You don't know it? Yeah, then get the
Yeah,
fuck out
sure.
of
And
here.
it was that the dickhead.
Go ahead.
Shiano was the
Shiano,
coach.
yeah.
Oh man, what a dick!
He
You probably have
coached-
to take this off. But
He coached
was
in the
a
NFL
fucking
for
We don't have any bosses.
an hour and a half. I
He
think.
made me and my dad wait like 25
Don't whisper.
minutes. I know, right? Like seriously,
I'm still
airing
airing this.
Either way,
We don't work for anybody.
He made us wait like 25 minutes. He was just a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But Rutgers sucks.
How did you like Toledo? Toledo is a cool school, huh? I never even heard of it until you started playing there.
Yeah, no, it's
Not, and
it's
that's
good
no
to see-
disrespect to Toledo.
No,
I'm
dude,
just,
I didn't know. I watched him play on like a Wednesday or some shit. And I remember Coach Lilly. I don't know if you know Coach Lilly. He was my DB coach at Cross. He just passed away
shit.
from cancer. He's phenomenal. He's great family, great kids. But Toledo came, and I'm like, I'm not going to fucking Toledo. I'm going to Rutgers. I'm going to Penn State. He's like, dude, Toledo's really good. I'm like, okay. So I watched them on like a Wednesday night, and they had some players, and they were good. The score was like 67-42, like all those MAC schools. I'm like, he's like, you go there and you could play right away. So I went on a visit, and it was one of the best decisions I made, and it was, kudos to Coach Lilly.
So outside of football, you like the school still? Like
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I still know what the head coach, Coach Candle. He was the receivers coach when I was there, so he's the head coach there.
That's
coach,
cool. I'd like to see in-house people like move up like that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
and then so I work with a guy, Mark Shaw. He's my manager. He coaches at St. Joe's Prep, and they have dudes like who's the one kid, Swift, playing for Georgia. So he's like, Toledo's coming in, and they're recruiting our left tackle. I'm like, who's the recruit? And it's Nate Cole. He was my center at Toledo.
Okay.
And his brother's his cousin's Trent Cole.
Nice.
You remember Trent Cole with the Birds?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
So it's just
great eyes.
Yeah, it's just it's great to see dudes you played with who are in the system now and coaching and moving in the
Right,
right
because not
direction.
everybody's going to make it to the NFL or anything. So
No,
like, it's
it's
good to just see that you still have job opportunities from your talents of playing. Like, you being good still gets you somewhere.
Yeah, networking, connections.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Did you ever want to coach at all?
I thought about it. I had this conversation with my high school coach. I was just like, and he asked, he said, do you want to coach? And I was thinking of going back to Toledo to GA and then go that whole route. One, I don't want to move around all the time. That's the lifestyle. You can't sit stagnant. You're at one school for a year.
Yep.
Say the whole staff gets
rough.
booked, you're gone. You want to raise a family. Like,
That's hard.
Coach Campbell had 3 little girls, and he's moved them over 4 different places. It's like,
I've seen Friday Night Lights. It's not easy.
Yeah, not only that,
it's very similar.
not only if somebody gets fired or something like that, but if you're trying to be a defensive coordinator, and that guy's been there for 15 years, guess who's not going anywhere?
Yeah,
that guy. So you need to go somewhere else right there.
Yeah, and it's what's the goal? You want to be a head coach in the SEC? Okay, great. Unless you're like a Nick Saban or something.
Who doesn't want to be the head coach in the SEC? So,
but you want to start there. Let me start
That's where
as a head coach.
Really, you're coaching at Monmouth.
yeah,
right.
which is fine.
Monmouth is a great school too. It's just there's a lot. It's a lot of competition.
I didn't want to coach because I was hurt. So going into my senior year, I had a good junior year. That's when I tore my labrum in my shoulder. So I had to redshirt my senior year. I couldn't play. Oof. And that alone, just watching safeties practice and all, and hey Mark, you can help coach, you can help scheme. I'm like, that's great. And I was very good at watching. So that was one of the reasons I was a good player, is I knew what was going on.
Right.
I wasn't the biggest, fastest. There was guys way more athletic than me, but I knew what was going on and where to be.
Smart.
And I had a tough time doing that.
Right.
And I knew I was playing next year. I was going to be the dude next year, and I had a tough time doing that. So for me, even after it was over, it was hard to accept that it was over and you're going to start coaching. So maybe if my mindset was different, I could have coached, but
now what about now?
Yeah, now and that's, I was just having this conversation with Brian.
So are you all healed up like from the?
Yeah, and it sounds,
no, seriously, probably right.
No,
right when you graduate,
it really messes. I like I said, I talked to my high school coach. He said that you have like a quarter life crisis when all you do is play ball, and especially in college, it's a job. It's 6 or 7 hours out of the day is football. You go to school, but it's football. And when you're not, you have an itinerary of what you eat, what you lift, when you sleep, when you do this, when you do that. Right. That's all gone, and then you're out. You're like, you're a graduate, great, see ya. Okay.
Yeah, what do I do?
They open up your cage, and all of a sudden they let you into the wild. You're just like, oh shit.
Okay.
Like you're living in a bubble.
I'm not up at 5 working out.
Right.
Okay.
It's 8:30. What am I supposed to be doing right now?
Like they put you in a bubble.
Yep.
And they could not control you, but like your day is planned out and shit. Like you.
Yep.
Everything's planned out for you. You don't have to fucking think for yourself. All you have to do is put in the work.
Yep. And after that, like you're go through like you find yourself, and then
right.
And then I get, like you said, when you're healed up, for lack of better words, I guess I would love to get into coaching. I helped out 5th and 6th graders in like Wayne, PA, which was not fun. Just because these kids couldn't put on their helmets.
Right.
So I think if I went in to the high school level, where I'm actually meeting with Tom Riley this Friday because he coaches quarterbacks. He was my quarterback at Holy Cross. He broke the New Jersey state record of touchdowns. I think he threw 67 or something.
Jesus Christ.
So it was ridiculous. But I'm meeting with him because he's like, you should come help out. He's coaching quarterbacks, high school kids. He's like, we have DBs and some receivers, so I'm going to go do that with him.
Sweet.
Next Friday.
And when I said healed up, I didn't mean just injuries too, but
no, dude, mentally.
Yeah, mentally. Once you're out of the sport, and I'm sure it's not easy to just stop. So
right,
it's a hard pill to swallow when you're just all right, shit,
especially when
I'm trying to say shit without offending you, and I'm not trying to offend you.
No,
say
no. You're
say
not.
You're oh man, I should have been here or went here, or I should. And there's a lot of when you thought you should have went further than you did, and then all of a sudden you're pissed off at football.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're pissed off at football.
That's
for
what I was gonna say.
Not
when
taking, I don't know what I'm trying. You know what I'm trying.
When
to
you
say.
graduate, you're like, I still want to play.
Yeah,
and I still can play.
Who will take me? Yeah,
I was. Yeah, 3 shoulder surgeries doesn't help. That's not an excuse.
Right. It sure doesn't.
Doesn't
make jerking off easy either.
No, you become ambidextrous.
The full arm.
Yeah. That's why I have 3 different fleshlights.
Let's put it in perspective. I came from a small Division I school. We were good. We were top 25 my senior year. We were good. I had solid years. I had really good years when I wasn't hurt. I had to change the way I played after I tore my labrum twice. But that alone, there's 120 of me. How many Division I schools are that? And then there's guys behind me coming in. So it's and then you add 2 shoulder surgeries, my stock price drops dramatically. No one's going to invest in that, and that's what you're investing in it. The possibility of you being a starter or running down on kickoff or being a special teams guy, you have to be super healthy. You have to put up great numbers.
That's why all the NFL's contracts are short.
Yeah, it's exactly. What's it? Average with 3 years or whatever.
Yeah,
but
if that.
It's
right, because that field gets a lot narrower.
Yep.
When you go into the NFL draft or just the next level,
you
even
need
if it's
to be
high school
healthy,
to college.
and you're going up against bigger, stronger guys. So you're just there's a lot that's going on right. And I'm just saying in general.
And it bothered me.
You would have took steroids if you went to the
NFL. No.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They were there.
Why wouldn't you?
No.
Were they in college?
A couple guys. I have a story.
Which guys?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way if I was in college playing a sport.
It was John, Mike, and Frank.
I have a story.
There's no way if I was in college playing a sport, I wouldn't be taking steroids. There's absolutely no way I wouldn't have taken it.
Well, you get tested like crazy. I've been tested 5 or 6 times in college. You're done. That's a wrap.
Hey. I look good, don't I, though? I'm looking good.
Did you see me on that one play? Because that's
good.
it.
We
that's
had
needed.
So we had a D end. This dude was 28 years old.
Nice. Like it.
Already jacked out of his mind. Great. I'm not going to say his name. I really liked him. Great dude. Not overly huge, but he was pretty put together well for how big he was. He was probably 265.
Oh, good God.
But he looked and he was probably 6'2", 6'3", but he didn't look that big, which was scary until he got on the scale, and his arms were just as big as my waist. So we go in, we're 0-3.
I could already tell he's black.
No, he's not. We're 0-3.
What?
Yeah, we're 0-3. No, we have 1 win. We're 1-2, and we go play Michigan at the Big House.
Oh boy,
and
what's that like?
It was surreal. It was my freshman year. I wasn't starting. So we go. Our safety, Terrell Herbert, picks off a ball, goes 90 or 98 yards. I think he may have picked it off in the end zone. I think he went 106 yards. It's top ESPN, brings it back for a touchdown. We're up. Well, we wind up winning 11 to, I don't even remember the score.
11?
No, it was.
I took that under.
It was baseball.
10. It was 10-3, or no, it was 10-7. 10-7 because they had a chance to kick a field goal at the end to tie it, and he missed it. That's how we won. And we all get tested after the game.
Immediately.
Not after
I always felt like they give you a warning.
We all
they were going to test Michigan, and then they were like,
how
the fuck
how
these
the
guys
fuck
in
did Toledo
Michigan?
beat them?
And
Let's test everyone on
Rich
these motherfuckers.
Rodriguez was the coach of Michigan, so that was the worst Michigan team ever. It was terrible. And
they were bad for a while.
Yeah, they were bad.
A solid span.
Dude, they're still not that good. Fuck Harbaugh.
So we get tested the following day at our place before our workouts, and that DN comes up, puts his piss on the table. He looks me right in the eyes.
Fire.
He goes, I had a good run, Sing. I'm like, oh, shit. And this dude had 3 sacks. Do you remember the running back Sam McGuffey?
No.
He was like a YouTube sensation. He was doing like front flips and shit. He was their running back. I remember
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from Texas.
Uh-huh.
He had the first play of the game. He grabbed Sam McGuffey by I think his throat.
There you go.
Picked him up and just dunked him on his head. It was like a
Kane.
7-yard. It was like a 7-yard loss. And I think he had like 3 of them. And he looked me in the eye. He's like, "Well, Singh, I had a good run." I'm like, shit was packed up, gone next day, juicing out of his mind.
Fuck it.
But that's why you don't juice, Ev.
Yeah, no, that's not true, though.
Yeah.
Because
Because
people,
then you're gone.
In Ev's experience.
Because there's definitely, and this is no disrespect to Toledo, but if somebody was to fail that test at LSU or Ohio State, I don't think it would be gone.
Well, it depends. If it's the school, if it's
Reggie Bush was not 100% clean.
If it's your team testing, they don't care. If it's the NCAA testing, you better have a heads up. You better have some.
I feel like you get a little tip.
College, not really, no. The NFL's different.
And also, I didn't know you could fail. This is how ignorant I am. I didn't know you could fail a steroid test from peeing. I thought it was all blood.
No, that's not true.
Obviously, you just but
you had to take
blood
transfusions, and
there was
how
also
can you test your testosterone through piss?
Something comes up.
there was also blood in the pee. That's how they knew.
Yeah,
You had me at blood and semen. Damn.
But yeah, it that's why you don't take steroids.
Nah,
But
fuck that.
that was the only. I mean, I don't know anyone else on my team who's taken steroids besides that dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising to me.
That I mean.
That you
I
knew
mean,
of.
That
Right.
I knew
They
of.
could have, and-
That I knew of. So
Right.
who knows?
Because in
their
professional
defense-
sports, there's no way in professional sports I would say 85% people are on PEDs.
Maybe not like just old school like testosterone.
I'm not talking about
You're
decade like
talking
you're fucking a bodybuilder. I'm talking
like
PEDs.
HG, yeah, shit like that. I mean, baseball, obviously. That's
Everything.
That's been
I would say
proven.
they're using it in fucking basketball too. Why not?
Yeah.
Isn't there a fuck ton of stuff that like
But you get
they still
guys who
can't
get-
test for?
You get guys who get
I'm sure.
dinged for like taking Adderall and shit.
Yeah, well, the UFC is super strict because they have USADA, but like I feel like that's maybe one of the only sports that should be like that's a physical fist fight. Like
Yeah, that's,
you could really kill somebody. Playing baseball, hey,
Right, and doing
shoot
stuff,
it in my asshole.
doing
Like,
stuff for recovery is different
Right.
than like doing stuff to get bigger. Where
How fun was
UFC, if you're
baseball?
doing it, if you're
Yeah.
doing it so I can put my fist through your
Yeah,
face,
so you can head kick
that's a
my
problem.
head. No,
I would love if they just went let baseball go ham. Hey, take whatever you want.
Dude,
because
I would
baseball,
fucking
too.
love
at
it
the end of the
too.
day, it's not.
I would watch
taking,
it actually.
Taking steroids didn't make Barry Bonds a better hitter.
No,
I mean,
he's
it
the
may
man.
have made him
Stronger
hit it a lot,
hitter.
yeah,
Yeah,
further,
hit it
but
further.
still to hit that fucking little-
Recovery is what it's for, dude.
yeah.
I mean, you're playing football and you're getting smashed once a week. Hey, let me smoke some fucking weed. There's no weed test in NBA. No, you know who would be playing in the NBA if they tested for weed? It'd be Kyle Korver against fucking Brian Scalabrine. That's who. That's who would be playing 1-on-1 in the NBA if they tested for weed.
And Scalabrine be fucking smoking him. Wouldn't even be a fucking match.
I gotta piss really fucking
Yeah,
hard.
let's do these
All right.
teas. Let's do these teas because we're dinging it.
I don't have a bell.
Damn right you don't.
I don't have a bell.
On purpose.
Am I?
Do whatever you want, dude. We don't make our guests do anything.
It's tea
Is this,
time.
That was a good run. What was
No,
that?
How long is
We're still running.
That was a good
This
one.
is still. It's not tea time, or it's not
is
tea.
tea time.
It's not.
Halftime.
Yeah, that's what I
That
meant
was
to
good.
say.
What was that? 45 minutes?
No, we're like 50-ish,
Nice.
55.
I still have some
Depending
football
on
questions,
depending
but I
on
just
what we
gotta piss so bad.
want to cut.
That's
Sure.
50 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's hit this.
And before the show, you're like, dude, I don't know if I could do 2
I-
hours. I was
that's-
like, dog, trust
well,
me.
like I said,
it's a fucking
it's-
time warp in here.
It's different than you don't time your conversations.
All right, boys,
Right.
this is to a piss.
Are we chugging these?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Tell me when you're ready. And 3, 2, 1. We're back. So we looked up. We just took a nice pee break. We looked up the top sports leagues by revenue, and I said basketball was way more higher than baseball. I'm 4.6 million off. Is that right, math? All right, so we'll just go down the line. NFL, 13 billion a year they bring in. The MLB brings in 9.5, which I am astonished by.
I thought that would be more.
Oh
And
my!
You
oh,
thought it
shit.
would be more.
Yeah.
I just noticed that on the bottom it says July 2nd, 2016.
I said, what is the
Ooh.
date? And it says 2000. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Okay,
So
hold on. One momento. But what?
Well, I was gonna say read the rest of these before because you might not be able to find a 2019 one.
Let me do 18 then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You might not even be able to find a 2018 one.
This is the internet. You can find anything.
Yeah, so we're on sports teams.
Most valuable sports.
Just go
teams.
back to 20. So it's 2016. We'll just have a little.
Okay. A little delay.
Just remember.
Is 2016 pre or post Kaepernick?
That's the question right there.
Did Kaepernick hurt the NFL that much? There's no way. Not $6 billion that they had over. Dude, I am lost in the sauce.
See, I told you that. We're gone.
At the end of the day, what? The NBA was at like 4.3.
4.8, yeah.
Yeah.
But MLB was at 9.5, which was very shocking to me.
And so
There it is.
NFL
There it
was
is.
13.
All right, so NFL $13 billion, MLB is 9.5, Premier League, which is the English league in soccer, 5.3. So soccer, NBA, I can't believe that the hockey and NBA are so close.
So then NBA is 4.8 and hockey is 3.7.
That's shocking because I feel like hockey gets no love, which I enjoy, but hockey's on the same time as basketball, and I can only watch so much.
Hockey's similar to basketball playoff time.
Right.
Oh, well,
and that's
the-
what we were kind of
yeah.
we were kind of talking about it during the break. I think the difference is the NBA struggles a little bit.
Okay. Too many games?
No, I think
82
just
for hockey and NBA.
in the ability to keep people's interest.
It's all players. It's all characters in the NBA.
Right. And when Golden State has 5 All-Stars and they're playing against the Orlando Magic and
Which the Orlando Magic beat the Sixers by 14 last night?
Right. But they're
We all lost money on that.
Golden State's playing half-assed and they're up by 28. You're like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna
So the
watch this.
NBA's ruining itself, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying there's probably that's not the only thing.
We were talking earlier. I feel like teams turn it on when they have to.
Right, like
And
Golden
that's when you could go to a game, it's middle of the season, and it could be a terrible showing. And that happens a lot.
and not only that,
Teams take
maybe
nights off.
Yeah.
maybe players take the night off too.
That
Sure.
that
Literally, like they don't play.
that
Right.
can't happen in the NFL. You have how many games? You can't take a
16,
night
and
off.
that's-
You
we're
can't.
ready
That's
to
it. That's a
roll.
wrap.
Right, and like we were saying, I think the MLB has like Mark said, old money.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Old
guess what?
people
They
watch
definitely
TV.
take nights off. I mean, well, actually, you don't have to take nights off because you don't work that hard.
Old people watch TV
That-
and they're watching baseball.
But how much has basketball changed in comparison to baseball?
Baseball has been the same exact fucking thing forever.
So
That's
the
that's
people,
part of the
that's
problem.
but that's one of the reasons they still have the old viewers. The people who were watching basketball when Larry Bird was playing and shit, they're not watching basketball now because it's a completely different game.
Right.
Whereas baseball's stayed the same, so they have the same viewers.
Right, but the problem is when those people die, they're not picking up any new
I'm
viewers.
saying there's no way there's new. Yeah, baseball's not getting new viewers. I don't feel like you watch it because like your dad likes it, and he used to like it because his dad liked it. You know what I mean?
or you watch it because it's on in the background
Yep.
and you're doing something else.
Yep.
Like my dad will watch every game or listen to every game, and he's not necessarily
It's nostalgic for him.
he's not
Yeah.
necessarily tuned in like everyone shut the fuck up. I need to see what's going on.
Yep.
But he's sitting out back. It's a nice night. He's under a 10.
Has
He's
a
got the
beer.
game on. He's got a beer. He
Tradition.
might maybe have some music on.
It helps
He might fall asleep for 3 innings.
Baseball help. I was gonna say if I have trouble sleeping, it helps me wind down.
Dude,
Right.
Just
people,
watch-
people say
Yep.
the same shit to me. Like, you can watch golf. I'll pass it out. I'm like, golf is so much more entertaining than baseball. It's not even fucking close.
Yeah, golf's a different.
I love golf.
You can lose in golf and make how much money?
Oh, dude, the top 50 players in golf are 50 grand. You come in 50th place and you're making 50 grand.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
awesome.
for
You
that
just
one
gotta-
weekend.
You just got to make it to the dance. That's the tough part.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, if you can get in those tournaments,
Yep.
you're done. You're
Yep.
good. But baseball's not doing anything to bring in new viewers. When their old viewers die,
It's over.
what happens?
That's what I'm saying. People are going to lose their contracts.
And people come up with these new
Bryce Harper's
ideas.
not getting all that money.
People come up with these new ideas
If
for
I
baseball,
see cricket, I'm
and
gonna
everyone
fucking
just
bust.
and everyone just keeps shutting it down.
Yeah.
No, it's going to ruin the game. It's good. That's not how the game was supposed to be designed. No, you got to change some shit.
Yeah.
Because no one's paying attention.
But
'Cause
what
it's
would
so
you? What
boring.
would you?
It's 3.5
change?
hours.
What would you change?
Formula One makes $1 billion a year.
They add these pitch clocks
Give me a fucking
and
Do you see they're building that new esports in
yeah,
Gaming.
Acad- yeah,
I
gaming.
love it. I'm going down there and
Yeah?
fucking get my fucking
What are
stick
you, a
on.
Fortnite guy or?
Stop it.
like $50 million or something like that, right?
It's ridiculous.
Dude, it's just something cool to bring to the table. I mean, they can use it for anything. I know they say video game. You can use that shit for anything. This is all just
I was going to say,
gibberish.
you're down pretty low now.
This is all gibberish.
We got some...
It's all stupid. This is all gibberish. Anyway, all right.
So football, baseball, basketball, hockey.
Yeah, that's fine.
But baseball and football is leaps and bounds above basketball and soccer were the other ones.
Which is surprising
it's like a
to me.
6
Not
or 7.
football, but I just didn't think baseball had that much of a reach.
I thought baseball was more than football.
I thought it was too. I didn't want to say it out loud.
Just because I mean, I know it's way back, but that was the only sport people watched or even went to for years. No one went to football games. You know, 30, 40 years ago, place wasn't packed like it is now. People weren't tuning into football.
Blackouts and stuff like that.
Well, gambling's changed that.
Yeah.
Fantasy football's changed that.
Well, yeah, I agree.
That's just a...
I thought...
they've made changes to the game to make the offense...
Yeah, they just want to see a scoring fest, that's all.
Right.
Well, that's why baseball was cool when everyone was taking steroids.
Yeah.
You want to see home runs. I don't want to see a fucking 1-0 game. He's pitching a no-no.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I want to see someone
be asleep by the sixth.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he ruins it anyway.
Yeah,
so I didn't even... What did
the
I watch
outfielder drops the fucking ball.
Goes through the first baseman's legs.
What did I watch this whole game for if he ruined it in the 6th inning?
What else did we want to bring up? We were talking about basketball something. You said basketball...
Defense.
Defense.
Oh, you were talking about the reasons that basketball were struggling. So, like I said, I think it's game-to-game type stuff. When it gets to the playoffs, that's when I'm sure it does well in the ratings.
I think that's for everything, yeah.
Right, but also people
baseball
are trying.
yeah.
When Golden State, the fact that they have lost any more than, I don't know, 5 games this year is ridiculous. They have 5 starters, or not, their 5 starters were all All-Stars last
All-Pro,
year.
yeah. Is it All-Pro in basketball?
You know, all right, hold on, time out.
The fact that they don't have the best record of all time is absurd. Yeah. And they're not even close.
That's another thing. The whole mega team thing has rubbed people the wrong way.
Right.
So I feel like we need to save this for the top 5 because a lot of our hated players are going to be involved with our top 5. I'm not saying let's get in the top 5 right this second, but I'm saying the sports talk needs to. If we're not ready to get into the top 5,
I'm always ready to get in the top 5.
But I felt like we had something else to bring up. Did we not?
You said you had more football questions.
Yeah,
nah,
you know.
I
think you're all. You got your.
You asked us questions during the break about the podcast, but I guess we're all good on that.
Yeah. Let's just get
in the top 5.
Yeah.
Let's do the top 5.
Let's just get in the top 5.
All right. Do I got to redo the thing?
Do I get a bell?
Just start.
Oh, we need music, right? No, we'll cut this out. Don't worry.
Do I got to? Here, should I stop it?
No. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay. We'll just redo the thing and then do top 5. Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. What was that? Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Get us on all your podcast medias, wherever you get us. Check us out on YouTube. We work hard, but we just don't have the time. We just don't have the time.
So maybe,
I try. I got a full-time job. I can't edit everything and fucking do whatever.
So maybe don't check us out on YouTube?
No, check us out, but just... If you want to be up to date on the episodes, you have to go audio. I try my best. It's just YouTube it is what it is. To my left, as always, a rookie producer of the year, Mr. Ryan Ruckus.
What's up?
And across from us, the South Jersey legend, Toledo alum.
He loves being called that, though.
Please,
Toledo
stop
alum, Mr. Mark Singer.
Hey, Don.
So, our top 5 tonight is going to be very fun for all the guys. For all the girls, just get ahead and tune out. You're not going to give a shit.
Maybe they do.
They don't give a shit.
Don't know.
Our top 5 tonight is top 5 hated athletes.
Oh, shit. I got to put mine in order real quick. No, keep
and
going.
This is a fabulous guy argument. Because everybody that is brought up, if one of us hate them, I guarantee someone's going to have another opinion of them.
Right.
So it should be good. Like we should.
I don't know because Ryan was like a lot of them. You know, I couldn't think of old players.
Right.
All of my players are still relevant. Yeah.
So
Okay.
so that's what I was saying earlier.
Okay.
So I
didn't even dive into the old.
I at first had trouble thinking of old players, and Mark asked me what old was, and that was, like I said, they're just retired.
Yeah.
And the reason is not because I don't hate them or didn't really hate them when they were playing. It's just I haven't seen them in a while, so it's all squashed.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it
Yeah.
anymore.
Now,
But I mix some old players in when I get.
well,
through.
we cut off our regular conversations going to the top 5 because we were talking about like things that's changed. Now, we were talking about like basketball, how like, or just in sports in general, how like the playoffs get a little more aggressive, and the thing is like sports have changed over the years, as in like basketball used to be like you could get in a fist fight like that and shit. Now they changed the game, and I'm not exactly sure why they changed it. I'm guessing because the players are worth more money. They don't want to lose their investment. Like, I can't have James Harden go down with a broken eye socket or nose because he got socked in the face by fucking Joe Schmo, number 8 off the bench of the Sacramento Kings.
You want to keep people in the stands, and if your scores are getting hurt, you're not going to do that.
Ron Artest, I'm pretty sure Ron Artest ruined it for everybody when he beat the fuck out of Detroit.
Oh my!
When he dove into the crowd and beat up everybody in Detroit.
But you still see that now with Russell Westbrook getting involved with the crowd, and other players have come out and said that. Sorry, other players have come out and said that they've heard stuff from the crowd and all that kind of stuff. Like it's
shut up. You know what? I'm so sick of
you
the people,
brought it up.
No, not you. I'm just so sick of the players bitching like, oh, these like everybody in the NBA.
What number is he for you?
Just, but I'm just saying like people in the NBA are just like, oh, they can say whatever they want to us. Like, no, I get it. They can't treat you like shit, and I'm not saying like they sit there and call you the N-word or like stuff like that. But like, you're playing in a away game. You take it from the crowd and you shut the fuck up. Like that's part.
I don't believe in you should. You can say whatever you want, and you should be able to take it if you're a professional athlete.
You're saying you shouldn't be able to.
You should be able to.
You should be able to.
If you're not being physically assaulted, you should be able to go on the court and play basketball.
And I understand it's
got
to be tough when you're
baseball. I don't get when someone's golfing. It has to be church quiet, and then you're trying to hit a baseball at 95 miles per hour, and people are yelling at you, and that's okay. But at golf, you can't make a noise. Why is that?
When we're golfing, we have the fucking we have to keep our JBL speaker down for the fucking.
But
the
why is
manager
that? Why is that?
Around. Dog,
could you imagine if it was like
CCR on in the background while I'm chipping? Little fucking.
You imagine if it's the 9th inning and it's full count, and you're like, oh, calm down.
Right.
Yeah.
Shh. You're like, shut the fuck
it's
up.
Just,
I want to see Randy Johnson hit a dub again.
Yep.
And when golfers get mad because somebody said something,
someone's too loud, get him out.
Somebody in the back,
and then
damn
they'll point him out and go, get him out. And they'll get him out. You imagine he did that in a basket?
Dude,
get him out. Get him out.
Patrick Reed,
he yelled at me.
Yeah.
Patrick Reed is a golfer. He's a fat fucking loser, and I'd fist fight him. And he's technically a professional athlete. I would beat him to a fucking pulp. That piece of shit. He kicked out his caddy.
So how do you really feel?
Or the guy he was playing with caddy because he had change in his pocket and he like moved when he chipped. He's like, get him out of here.
Yeah.
His change was rattled.
And they will kick that person out.
I would single leg him so hard and throw him in the fucking creek.
Yeah,
just throw him right in the creek.
I'd be dying.
And then I would dive in there.
Happy Gilmore's ass.
You can't get mad at the people running the Players Championship, for example, that are kicking them out. Like I would get mad at that.
Yeah.
Like if I'm running a golf course that they're having a huge PGA championship, whatever Tiger Woods tells me to do, I'm gonna do what the fuck he tells me to do.
But I'm saying like
if Tiger Woods points to me and he was like, "You have to leave," I'm like, "See you guys later."
How did he say it? What was Tiger Woods' voice?
but I'm saying golf. Yo, apparently
you have to leave. I know you went super nerd on him.
You, sir.
You, sir, have to leave.
Zoltan.
No, pardon me. Not you, ma'am. The guy next to you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like golf is like
and stupid fucking beard.
Golf outings are apparently like a huge fucking booze fest. Like it looks calm on TV, but apparently it's nuts. Did you see Tiger Woods walking out and the dude was sitting there with his fucking T-shirt on of his DUI picture?
No.
He was like, Tiger, I know you're looking. And like Tiger looked at his shirt and looked at
what
him
and
started laughing.
He laughed?
Yeah. Of course, Tiger Woods. Of course, Tiger Woods a fucking gangster. He gave his wife $500 million and he still has $1 billion.
Tiger Woods is a gangster. First time that's ever been said.
No, fuck no, it's not. He's a fucking legend.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Tiger Woods has fucked everybody.
He's definitely
At
pointed people out.
Delilah's.
So what? You wouldn't? You wouldn't? Yo, if you... He's just walking around doing it. He plays golf.
Yeah,
he kills it.
He was the best.
He wakes up. He works out.
He was the best.
He's the reason
I
golf
don't
is
know,
even
that's
relevant. Who, Arnold Palmer, because he has a cool sugary drink? No one gives a fuck.
All right, my number 5, Tiger Woods.
Yeah, where did
kidding.
we start?
I'm just kidding.
All right,
Where
all right.
we
As
were
the
like,
guest, as the
we had
guest,
the whole intro and all.
the guest always starts. Mark,
Oh, I do.
you're up.
Okay.
Number 5. Your top 5 most hated athletes. Number 5.
Okay. My first one is Chris Long.
Nice.
Whoa.
Now, you're a local guy.
Yes.
You're an Eagles fan.
So he beat
I
you
am
up
an Eagles
before
No.
in college.
And the Eagles
I can't
defensive
stand.
end.
I can't stand. He's not a big name. He's my 5th, so I'm going down in I
Right.
guess reverse. We're going.
We
no
go
shit
5
at
to
the
1,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah. So he's my
Chris
5th.
Long.
Yeah. He does, and the rebuttal
The
is
NFL
he
Man
does
of the Year.
So exactly, he does
Yeah.
so much for. That's great.
The community.
Go
and
start.
all that
Yeah,
kind
go
of-
do that.
Right.
Just don't play anymore, because I can't stand to watch this guy line up in his half-ass stance and pass and rush the passer like my 8-month-old child would. I just can't watch
does it
it
have
anymore.
anything to do with Howie Long?
That a very little bit.
Okay.
His brother's
That contributes
phenomenal. His
to it.
brother's phenomenal. I know he's on his tail end of the career, and so is Chris. He's getting old too, but
Yeah, Chris. I think
can't-
Chris is retired.
Well,
Maybe.
not technically not yet. I
yeah,
don't know.
but he's on it.
By the time this
Thank God.
episode airs,
Yeah.
he might have.
But I just can't. He's
Interesting pick. I did
Yeah.
not expect that.
so that's one. I had to throw one Eagle in there.
There you
And I
go.
was, yeah.
Shit.
Um.
Now we go to rider number 5.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah. Now another non-listener. Good.
Dude, I
And the
listened 15
funny
minutes.
thing is, hold on, 1, 2, 3,
I gotta
4.
write
Okay.
these down.
The funny thing is, I made that big speech about old people and how you forget about them.
Sure.
3 of my 5 are old, so
So retired.
Spill the beans.
Old is retired.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Spill
Sorry.
the beans.
My number 5, and this one is not necessarily his playing career. Obviously, his playing career as well, but also his post-playing career, and that's Michael Irvin.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm so tired of his face.
Oh, come on, dude.
He's the darkest black you can possibly be too.
Just everything. He always thinks he's funny. He's always yelling. He's not. I didn't get to see too much of him. Obviously, he was a Cowboys wide receiver, and Cowboys and the Eagles have a pretty good rivalry.
Yep.
And I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm not even comparing it to that. He was well hated in the Philadelphia area.
Smokes crack, which whatever.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Hey, you
I
get
mean-
you get to a point.
He was well hated in the Philadelphia area as a player, but just to add to that, his post playing career, I'm just
Yeah.
To be honest with you-
he's a lot. I heard he was gay. I'm dead
Yeah, but
serious.
that doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me at all. But we're talking
like-
about him.
If you're sucking dick for crack, that's a problem. Nah, I'm kidding. He probably has plenty of money.
Yeah.
That's me making
No,
a joke. The
that-
guy who has $13
No,
on his debit card.
I just
right
think he's just sucking dick.
now. Oh shit. Well,
There's nothing.
hey, whatever.
but just
Whatever you're into.
and to be honest with you, it's a
Was
lot
it
of
more-
those commentator guys.
Well, he wasn't playing when you weren't watching him play.
Right.
So
He
it
was at the
more,
tail
it's
end of
more
his career
it's
when I
more-
was
yeah.
8,
It's
like-
more of him now.
post.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with
Definitely.
My number 5, Grayson Allen.
He was on the end of my list. I have maybe 10 or 12 guys. He was on the very end.
that. Who is
because-
this?
Grayson Allen, white dude who just got drafted by the Jazz. He played for Duke. He played for Duke for
Sound
like every other white guy for Duke. He played for 8 years. And
He's a PhD.
I hate every white guy who's played for Duke. And you think I wouldn't, but no, why I hate every white guy.
Aren't you a
And-
Sixers fan?
Yeah. JJ
Yeah,
Redick.
yeah.
JJ Redick. If JJ Redick didn't play for the Sixers, he would have been on my list. So because
you're
I like
not a
JJ.
fan?
now. I can't, and I don't know why. I can't stand good white college players, and it drives me nuts. And Grayson Allen is such a bitch. Have you ever seen him play?
No, I haven't.
Rick, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
He is a dirtbag
Yeah,
bitch.
he trips. He's a.
Oh wait, is this the kid
Who
was like
cries?
and
And
throwing
will, like,
people
ball
to the
tap-
ground
he'll
and
ball
tripping
tap
people?
people
Yeah,
and shit.
Yep.
I know you're talking about. Yeah,
And now,
okay.
no, there's one thing to try to get an advantage and shit, and play dirty. I do that shit too. But he's such a bitch still. Like, I could tell that his mom and dad both make $250,000 a year. He had a tutor his entire life. He hit every basketball camp up and down the fucking East Coast or wherever the fuck he's from. He's probably a Mormon, the fucking loser. And you know what I mean? Like,
Shout
I
out to
just
Jimmer Fredette.
I can get on this train. I
Yo,
don't like.
yo.
I've never seen him play. I don't like.
Actually, you know what? It's funny you say white people. Shout out to Jimmer Fredette because he got a. I love Jimmy Fredette. He got a contract with the
Suns.
with the Suns after dropping 80 points. He averaging 80 points a game in the Asian League.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grayson Allen's just a bitch. And I would say it to his face, and I wouldn't think twice about it. And you know what? I say college white players, and that's not true. White kids from Duke is what gets me. Because Duke, I'm sorry, I don't know.
So-
I just can't stand it.
So he
I
was
can't fucking
on the
stand it.
very, very end of my. Like I said, I had like maybe like 10, 12 people.
Oh, shit, that whole thing was on your camera. My
He's
head.
he's on. People like me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I'm a fun
likes me.
guy. It's a big hat.
He was on the very, very end of my list, and he made it for all the reasons that you said, but he didn't make it near my top 5 because who's he play for now?
Jazz.
I didn't. Even, that's news to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So he's
Like,
irrelevant
I
now.
didn't know
That's
the
what
guy
he
was. I'm sure if I seen him
Right.
him
So
playing,
he's
it's
all right.
okay.
So he's too irrelevant for you guys.
Well,
I don't like
So he's
him.
in the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's just a bitch. He's just a fucking bitch.
How long has he been in the league?
This year he got drafted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
But he's played at Duke for 10 since I graduated high school. He's been at Duke playing basketball.
Was he like a shooting guard?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's good, no doubt, but he's just a fucking bitch. If it's not going his way, he's just like, let me, like he's just a fucking bitch.
That's tough.
Straight up.
That's tough.
Number 5, Grayson Allen, and all you Duke fans listening, shut up. Oh, we have Zion this year. Oh, do you? Do you have Zion? Shut up. You guys didn't do shit.
Yet.
No, the people who root for
Zion is
Oh.
ridiculous.
How can you root for
Yeah.
Duke when they have a
Dude.
different starting 5 every year? Like, yous don't. I love when people are like, oh, we're so good this year. You ain't doing shit. These are new 5
Yeah.
every single year.
Zion.
Shut up. And you definitely didn't go to Duke. It's not like, oh, I went to Penn State, who accepts 100,000 kids a year. Duke accepts what? 20 kids a year because it's a fucking rich private school. No disrespect to
Dude,
Duke.
keep going. Well, let's
Yeah.
go.
No disrespect to Duke as a school because, like, obviously they're a collegiate, like a huge Ivy League school. Like, great education, all that shit. But like, people are like, oh, we're gonna kill this year. You have a new 5 every year, and use your fucking shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But Duke is a school. Yeah, great.
Yep.
Sure.
Did
Sure,
you
Doc.
say Duke is a school?
Duke's a
but
school.
Duke is a school.
Duke's a school.
They get credit for that.
You get MBAs there and shit.
Yeah, Mark. What's your
Mark,
4, bro?
number 4.
James Harding.
Love it.
Why?
His facial hair, obviously.
No. I'm envious of the facial hair.
Oh, that's what I asked you. Can you grow a beard?
No. I
was
wish.
gonna say then you. If you said
Yeah.
you could, I was like your Dollar Shave Club because you have smooth cheeks.
Yeah, no. I'll take that as a compliment. I cannot grow a beard.
Do you laser your cheeks? Or...
No. Are they that smooth? Where's the camera at? Yeah, I just can't stand him. I mean, yeah, he puts up, 60 points a game, and then the team will lose by fucking 3. Yeah, it's just, I feel like he's one of the dudes, it's all about him, and I've seen too many highlights of him just dogging it on defense, and I just can't deal with it. He's a phenomenal scorer, but he has an off-shooting night. It's horrific, and I feel bad for his teammates.
He does suck at defense.
It's terrible.
And
that's part of playing basketball.
also, like, does he really suck? Like, if he tried, he's just not trying.
And that's another great point.
Right.
If he busted his ass on D, I bet you he'd have 10 more points on offense.
Right.
It's like Jordan. I don't mean to go to Jordan. Anyone. LeBron. You play defense, it turns into offense. And he just...
LeBron's team's not making the
Right.
and the playoffs, and he still came down the court the other night and and blocked D'Angelo Russell. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
But
but I
just shat my
like
pants in the
LeBron.
corner.
But I'm just saying, I don't like how his game is. Yeah, he has great offensive highlights, but he's just a terrible team player.
He's not shit. He is an unbelievable offensive player, but
Yeah.
he is not shit until anything happens in the playoffs. People used to rag on Peyton Manning, so he has to go through the same shit.
But not only that, it's not like he gets the ball, sets back, and then starts going through the legs.
Oh,
and
it's a 24-second
slows
offense.
Everything down, and everyone just gets out of the way from him. Like, it's one thing if you're Steph Curry and you're running off screens and you're catching and shooting.
Steph Curry
or
shoot from
catching
the fucking bench.
Yeah.
and drawing guys and passing and doing whatever you got to do. but he just catches and slows everything down.
So Curry and him were intertwined for my fourth, so I took
There you
Curry
go.
off. Yeah.
There you go.
But
at least Curry's a little bit more energetic.
yeah, but Harding, you know what Harding is? He's perfect for the NBA right now. He brings people to the games. That's what he does. It's you want to watch playoff basketball and see him dog it ain't going to happen. But if you're a young kid, you want to bring your family to the game and watch him score 60 points, it's beautiful.
Right.
So that's what he does.
Right, because he's going to score 60
Yeah.
because he did it.
Yep, he'll
14
score
times.
60 and they'll lose by 10. But hey,
Yeah.
he scored 60.
My number 4 is a guy that I hated growing up,
Sure.
and that's Reggie Miller.
Oh, one of my faves.
Okay.
One of my favorites.
The funny thing
I love
is,
Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
I was going
I'm
to say,
a
the
fan.
funny thing
I'm a
is,
fan.
my like of him increased
Sure.
as I got older, but it started so low. I hated everything about him. He just because there was the shit talking, the pushing off, and hitting every three. He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing worse than someone who talks shit and can back it up.
Right.
Yep.
Especially
That
if you
is
didn't like
just-
the Pacers. I never liked the Pacers.
Larry Bird talked shit, and he could.
Yeah.
He'd
But
be
luckily, I'm only 27 years old and I don't never seen him play because I'm a young stallion.
I never
I
liked
love
the
when
Pacers.
people are like, oh,
The
back in the
Pacers-
day, I'm like, oh, that's funny because, like, you're old as fuck. I don't know what to tell you. I have a pair of jeans old as you. I'm like, go get some new ones. I don't know what to tell you. Just go ahead and get some new ones.
I never liked the Pacers. The Pacers,
Yeah,
they got
nobody likes
shitty
the Pacers.
uniforms.
Chris Mullin had the best haircut, though.
Chris Mullin with his high top fade.
Lefty. Alcoholic, too.
But you
Shout
didn't
out.
like him. You didn't like him because he talked shit.
Because he talks shit. He pushing off offensive fouls all the time.
Yeah.
Hitting threes in people's faces.
Yeah, he did that consistently.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That a lot of the guys that you don't like are actually really fucking good.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, absolutely.
But
You
I
don't
just-
get
Because
haters if you suck.
they're there. If they're not that good, no one's talking
Right.
about them. You don't see them.
Yeah,
Right,
you don't
nobody
get
cares
haters
about
if you
Yeah.
suck. Look at Chris Mullin's haircut. Show some fucking respect.
That's fucking terrible.
That's a fucking man right there.
Look at that
Alcoholic.
thing. Yeah.
But he had some fucking locks when he was young. Chris Mullin's one of my favorite white boys. Lefty, St. John's in New York. You want to fuck with a dude from Queens, New York? St. John's?
Not with those shorts.
Come on, man.
Reggie Miller was my number 4. I'm not sure why we're on Chris Mullin.
Nah, I'm just showing respect.
He's just cutting you the fuck off.
My number 4. My number 4 is Mr. Draymond Green.
Okay.
And you know why I hate Draymond Green? Because everyone's like, the Warriors have 5 All-Stars. No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. They got 4.
Okay.
And Draymond Green's not one of them.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he's not an All-Star.
No, I agree. He's a good player.
Draymond Green
Wouldn't be
is...
shit on anybody else.
He wouldn't be shit anywhere else.
Would Curry?
Yeah.
Curry's the second or third best player in the league.
Ugh. Curry's by himself. Is he LeBron? Curry has the same team
No,
LeBron
no,
did.
no,
Curry
no.
has the same team LeBron did when he won it with Cleveland. Is Curry?
No,
If he has to carry the weight.
No.
He's a fucking smidge on the radar.
no.
Can't.
But
And-
nobody's
and he
LeBron.
and he
LeBron is
disappears
so
in
much...
the playoffs and all that.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
no.
LeBron is so much more...
But
You're
not
talking
even,
to
not
two
even LeBron.
LeBron
Not even
fans.
LeBron. Not even LeBron.
I'm
Dwayne
taking,
Wade.
You're saying.
I'm taking
Yeah,
Steph
yeah.
Curry over James Harden.
Yeah.
100%. It's not
Yeah.
even close. I'm taking Steph Curry over Russell Westbrook.
No. Fuck no. Russell Westbrook's. He's a dog, man. No way.
My number 4...
I think I am
Who
too
takes it to
because-
the?
I think I am too because of what he does to the rest of the team. What he does to the rest of the other team's defense.
My number 4 is
Everyone
Draymond
has
Green.
to be looking at Steph Curry.
I agree. That's part of your plan. He has an off shooting night. He's fucking. He's non-existent.
You better believe you're still looking at him.
You're still looking at him, but
Yeah, it's because he can go
What's
0
it-
for 7 and still hit 4 threes in a row.
okay. He's still going 0 for 7. There's time of possession right there. Russell Westbrook takes it to the rim, and he's going to score every time.
No, he's
If
not.
you- if
And he
Curry
can't-
has the
Russell
ball-
Westbrook shooting like 28%
He can't
from
shoot
three.
at all.
I'm not talking about shooting. I'm saying if he takes it to the rim, he'll get to the basket way more consistently than fucking Curry.
Russell
when you
Westbrook,
need a
sure.
when you need a basket, and you need one, and say he has an off, I'm going with Russell Westbrook.
I'm
if I need
not.
points.
My number 4
That's
is
fine.
Draymond
Your
Green.
number 4 is Draymond Green. So why are we talking about Russell Westbrook?
My number 4 is
Or
Draymond
Steph
Green
Curry.
because
Yeah.
he is riding the coattail. He is literally like the younger brother who talks shit, but he has 3 older brothers that will fuck up anybody. So you're just like, oh, fuck.
Can't
Like
do
it's
anything
almost
about
like
it.
it's almost like his older brothers all fight in the UFC, so he just walks around and talks shit, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just like, God damn it. He stinks. He fucking stinks. He plays the 4. He's not a... I hate when they say this. There's 5 All-Stars in there. He is not a fucking All-Star. He stinks.
He was. He made the All-Star.
That's what I was going to say. Didn't he make the All-Star? That's all I'm trying to...
Yeah, but he made it over like Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is so fucking good and got no love. Like Draymond Green...
I got his shoes.
Draymond Green gets away with fucking technicals, and he gets away with all types of shit. Draymond Green fucking can't stand him.
If anyone else did the shit that Draymond Green does,
Rasheed Wallace is still getting texts, and he's retired.
I love Rasheed Wallace, though.
Fuck yeah, Simon Gratz. My number 4, Draymond Green.
Mark.
Are we on me? Odell Beckham. Pretty obvious, right?
Hell of a trade for the Browns, huh?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I kind of like Odell. And I like him a lot more now that he's off the Giants, thank God.
What do you like about him? Tell me what
swag.
you like.
His swag.
That's disgusting.
For sure.
He is...
Oh, my God. You're going to sound like the most stereotypical dad who's like, Tim Duncan's best player ever played. Fundamentals.
He is. I don't know why we're talking.
Yeah, what are we... Did you ever see him kissing off the glass? 24/7.
A banker from 17 feet? Come on, man.
Honey, I'm home. So...
Honey, I'm home.
So, you like his swag. That's good.
Don't tell me he sucks.
That's good. Did I say he sucks? I said I don't like him.
You were just
what
about
are we
to
talking
follow
about?
up.
What, no. Did I say he sucks?
I know. No. If you don't like him, you don't like him.
I don't like him. Does he suck?
I did say all of our guys are going to be top guys.
He is one of the most talented people. We used to call him guys who wake up on Sunday and just not do shit. Entire just wake up on Sunday and
Mickey
say,
Mantle.
But yeah. And doesn't give a fuck about shit but Odell Beckham. And, you know.
He's not a team player.
No, exactly. And he's so talented. If he had any investment in what he did, he'd be probably one of the best receivers we've ever seen. But it's just he's a flash in the pan. He is, but he has spurts and he has times where he fucks his team. Mm-hmm. He misses big plays, and those are the plays like Jerry Rice would make, and he doesn't fucking make them.
Well, so are you mad at like the diva-esque?
No, I'm mad.
That comes with a lot of wide receivers, right?
Yeah.
Antonio Brown, Mr. Big Chest.
Yeah. Antonio Brown's way more consistent than Odell Beckham.
No, I'm not.
Antonio
I'm not
Brown's the most consistent receiver there is.
I'm just.
But he
that
is
was
a
the
pain
first
in
one
the
that came
ass,
in my head.
apparently.
I played against him twice.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah, and he was good. Browntown.
How'd that go?
We lost.
He had 879 yards and 7 touchdowns.
They had a portion of the crowd was called Browntown. We're like,
nice.
Who the fuck is this dude?
He's a Miami cat. Got the craziest haircuts there is.
No, Central Michigan. You're saying he's from Miami?
Yeah,
I thought you meant Miami, Ohio. Yeah.
No, that's Big Ben's Miami, Ohio.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking school is Miami, Ohio?
Dude, that's an expensive school. Like,
well, I don't get it.
It's
what is
like
it?
A prestigious
First
school.
of all, where is it?
It's in fucking
Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
They're not even near each other.
What are you talking about?
You can have the same name.
It's Miami
in a different
in Ohio. It's called Miami.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. I can't go to Rutgers in Texas.
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. They should change the name.
Like, I don't get it. I go to Rutgers of Dallas.
Yo, change the name of your shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I don't get it.
Fuck Big Ben. So, Odell Beckham, he's fucking terrible. I just can't stand him.
Okay, no doubt.
But the Browns, hey, they got a squad this year. See what
For
happens.
sure.
Yeah, good.
I hope so. Okay, go ahead.
You think so?
Mine is my number 3 is he wasn't that bad last year, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know when he left, but Richard Sherman. When he was on the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good call. He never crossed my mind, but I really like it.
My God, dude.
I'm disagreeing 100%. I love Richard Sherman.
Just
I love him.
Fucking shithead.
I love him.
Okay.
Like,
I love him.
When he was let me clarify. It was when he was on the Legion of Boom because he didn't really say too much for when he played for San Fran.
Yeah.
How long's he been there? 2 years?
San Fran, this will be
Somewhere.
second year.
Second year. But just all the fucking shit talking, and it's weird because sometimes I like shit talking and sometimes I don't. Like I think it just when it rubs me the wrong way. And even when he first started, when was it? The Super Bowl that he first really came up on the scene.
Yep.
And they interviewed him.
Yep.
And
I just
he
hate when
was
they beat
flipping
the
out.
Eagles that one year.
Well, yeah, I mean,
The whole Seattle defense or team.
I have a hard time picking any cornerbacks because it's probably the hardest position in the NFL.
Oh, for sure.
So you have to
definitely.
have you can't. There's no corners I played with or anyone in the NFL who's.
You have to think that you're better than everybody.
You have to go out on the field, and Deion Sanders could be on there and be like, I'm better than this fucking dude.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's the only way. Yeah, but that's the only way.
Thanks.
That's the only way you're
not gonna be.
It's the only way you're gonna get by, or you're gonna get beat, and then
Right.
you're gonna get beat, and they're gonna say, "Go at 20, whatever. Go at him," and then
Right.
they're gonna you,
And then you're gonna get
you
cut.
got, yeah.
And then your
But I can
career's
see
over.
why he comes off as a dick. But yeah, I agree. I understand why you hate him.
when he first started, it was cool, but then he was just didn't stop, and then their defense wasn't even that good anymore, and he was still like, can't fuck with the Legion of Boom,
Yep.
and you're like, but everyone does,
Your
and
Legion's
everyone
missing
has been,
2 dudes.
yeah, everyone has been fucking with it. And it's weird. I don't know why they would do that. But Richard Sherman, number 3.
my number 3.
Drum roll.
Eli Manning,
Ooh,
because he
because of his face.
stinks
Yeah.
and he has two Super Bowls.
Yeah, he's better than his brother.
No, he's not.
He's way better than his brother.
Eli Manning stinks so bad, and he always has that fucking look on his face that he just someone just put shit under his nose.
like he doesn't know the call.
Yeah,
He always looks over.
What? What's going on?
like he has shit under his nose, and he has made some of the most horrendous plays I have ever seen in my fucking life.
He's made some of the best.
I've
plays,
seen
too.
him getting sacked,
Right,
and he
that's
tried to
what's
throw
weird.
it with his left, and it just get picked off by a lineman. Like
That's
you're
what's
just
weird. He'll do something horrendously bad. Where you're like, why in the fuck would you do that?
And then he'll dice a cover 2 on the fucking fade on the
Right.
sidelines for the Super Bowl to get him.
And you're like, oh,
Ugh.
hold on, are you good or are you terrible?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like
'Cause
he just has the right runs. Like if I could just turn it on for 4 games, we'll win the Super Bowl.
I
And then
mean,
he did.
like
And
I said, and he hasn't had him his whole career, so he's won Super Bowls without him. But having Odell, you can close your eyes and throw it up sometimes. But
Yeah, let's see how he looks next year.
he fucking blows, and everybody knows he blows. And any Giants fan you talk to,
Fucking thing sucks.
but any Giants fan you talk to, there's oh, 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowls. I'm like,
That's all they
you
got.
know,
Yeah.
if money was on the line, you're not even confident in him.
Yeah.
If we would have an all-time fantasy draft right now, Dan Marino has no Super Bowls. Get ahead and take Eli before Dan Marino.
Yeah, I'm with you.
People are like, oh, Super Bowls, Super Bowls.
I'm with you. I would definitely take him
Okay,
before
we have
Dan
an
Marino.
all-time fantasy draft. You're taking Eli Manning over Dan Marino because he has
Okay,
2 Super Bowls.
what quarterbacks in the NFL are you taking over Eli Manning?
All of them.
All of them? Oh, come on, dude. There's some bad quarterbacks, dude.
You know who I would take before him? Blake Bortles.
Boom, boom.
You have a fucking sound for that?
What?
No, it's weird. I don't have anything for it. It's crazy.
No, seriously. Out of the 32 teams in the NFL, I mean, there's got to be 28 quarterbacks I'm taking over them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I'm not going to list them.
that's what I'm
but,
saying.
I mean,
Are you
I-
saying
I'm-
now? Because there's no way that you're taking a lot of those quarterbacks over Eli
No.
Manning.
I mean, there's.
I mean,
I would
you're
say
not
Eli.
taking-
I would, but he doesn't have a lot of help right now, and I know that's not an excuse.
Last year he did. Evan Ingram is a awesome tight end.
Okay.
Barkley.
Dude's got
Odell Beckham.
Dude's got fucking. There's leaks everywhere. He's fucking running for his
line,
life. Dude.
his line's dog shit.
You could
but
have. You
That's
could
not
have.
my problem.
No, I know. I'm just saying he's fucking. I was going to put him on my list, but he doesn't have a lot of help right now, and he has the tools to be a really good quarter, and he's shown that. But he has some fucking terrible plays. I agree. with you.
But I also think if he did have help,
Yeah.
he's
And everyone's like,
he's just at
oh,
the end of his
well,
career.
he's got
If
who's
you
the
have
who's
an
the back
amazing
from
offensive line, of course you're going to be an incredible quarterback.
But he's at the end of his career
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean? Like that. Like Peyton Manning was really good, and then
He started throwing toilet
no, it's
paper.
a
Yeah.
But you're right. You don't have to have an amazing offensive line, but you have to have. You should be able to throw a 3-step
You need
drop.
5 guys.
You need something. I mean, Brady's done it with a mediocre offensive line because he knows his checks. He knows how to block coverages. He gets the ball out. But
Don't fucking
has Edelman
compare
and
Eli
Gronk.
Manning and
I'm not.
Tom Brady.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I agree.
Just use an
You
example.
you need somewhat of an offensive line. He has no offensive line.
I know, but
And they're
that's
like,
the
oh,
same
he has
thing.
a great
if Andy Dalton had a good offensive line.
I know. I get what you're saying. dude's got 2 Super Bowls.
He does. And it's fucking ridiculous.
His line was better.
That was
But
what,
people
number
say,
3?
oh, he has 2 Super Bowls. Is he better than Ben Roethlisberger? Not even
No,
close.
I wouldn't take him over him. Ben Roethlisberger has some terrible plays, though, on film.
Sure he does. Ben Roethlisberger will throw 5 interceptions and still win the game somehow.
Yeah. Just don't
That was
run
what,
it.
number 3?
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2? Mark?
Tim Tebow.
You are going to have
Yeah, I
bad
can
luck
see
for the rest of your life.
Why
No,
is
I can
that?
see that.
Oh,
Because that's the Lord.
Do I have to explain this? Or you guys just get it after I just said it? You go on Ryan.
I like Tim Tebow.
Why?
I like his attitude.
Yeah.
He works hard
What
for
he
the
puts
money.
what he puts out. What you say?
I don't care how. I mean, are we talking
What's
like,
his attitude?
Are we talking personal? Because like, do I?
No,
I
what's his at- what's his
OJ's not on my list, and he killed 2 people. But I'm just saying, like, are we talking on the field or off the field?
No.
Because he's the best college football player.
Well, I mean,
ever.
my number 5 was Michael Irvin, so off the field matters to me
Okay.
at least.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow's not
just-
top 3 best college players ever.
Are we talking about their performance or if they bother you and you don't like them? Because I just can't.
Okay,
I
no
can't stand
Right.
doubt, no doubt.
He might
Right.
be one of the best college players
College.
No,
ever.
you're right. You're right.
college.
We hate people that are good.
He's
We're
still,
not going to
he's
hate
still
anybody.
behind. He's still behind Christian Leitner.
The only person
Yeah.
that I hate that wasn't good is Draymond Green. Everybody else I hate is really good.
Yeah. He was a all-star, right?
Barely.
Tim Tebow.
Guilty
he
by
just-
association.
He was the last All-Star
Yeah.
chosen.
He just bothers the shit out of me. His whole, do it for God. That's great. Keep your religion to
Yeah.
yourself. You don't have to put that shit
Stop
out
acting
there.
like you don't finger bang.
Yeah,
bitches.
exactly. And that's the thing.
You're not
I've
a virgin, you idiot.
I've heard stories of him, and they could be accurate. They couldn't. I mean, the sources are the sources, but
Of course he fucks.
he just got married, right, or something, or
I don't know.
supposedly
I don't keep up with Tim Tebow news.
he called.
He's playing baseball somewhere.
So I talked to my brother before I told him I was doing this podcast, and he goes, "Yo, you should put Tim Tebow on there." I'm like, "You're right. I fucking can't stand that dude." So my brother was invited down to Clearwater, and they were playing with the Mets or something. They were on some inter squad in Arizona they went to, and Tebow was on his team. So Jeff's getting on the plane, and he gets a call. He calls me right away. He's like, "Guess who just called me?" I'm like, "Who?" He goes, "Tim Tebow." He goes, "Shut the fuck up." He goes, "Swear to God."
He's like, you want his number?
No, I'm like,
Yeah, give me his
what?
number. I'm gonna call him,
what,
motherfucker.
What did he say? He goes, first I was like, get out of here, same fucking thing. He's like, yeah. He's like, so he had the same number. My brother had his college number. What was he, 15?
15.
So he goes, they're on the same team. It was in Arizona. It was the Mets, the Phillies, or whatever. He goes, do you care if I have 15? And I'm like, did you
Yes, I
say
do care.
you do care? And my brother goes, no, I said he could have it. I'm like, oh, dude. I'm like, people trade
You
shit.
could've just got
get,
10 grand
Yeah,
for
you
15.
could. Yeah, you get a watch or whatever. You get anything. I
Right.
mean, he goes, no. He said he was going to hook me up or talk to my agent. Either way, he robbed his number. Didn't get shit. And he talked about getting him a Florida Gators jersey. I was like, what the
Autograph.
fuck?
I'll take a.
You would. You'd hang it up too,
Why would I
Oh,
not hang up? Are you nuts?
dude. You're that big of a Tebow fan because
No,
of what he did at
but
Florida?
don't fucking disrespect him and act like he didn't
He was
put on the
phenomenal.
best speech ever. He said, "You'll never see a guy who worked this hard, win this many games, blah blah blah,
Hey,
and fucking win a championship."
he's legit. He was legit. What he puts out there is most likely not who he
Sure,
is.
everybody.
Yeah.
I put out bullshit, and I have a little fucking low level
Yeah, but-
podcast.
But you don't put it on fucking.
Whoa, high level.
Yeah.
High level podcast.
You don't put it on blast the way he does.
Dude, I listened to one of his speeches. He just did a couple weeks ago, like every Monday morning when I'm depressed.
And it brings you up.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. When he's just like, people want to label you and say this. He's like, because they're scared, because they're not doing anything. And I'm just like, yeah, Tim, you're right.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's all about taking risks when he comes from a multi-million-dollar family. Where
That's-
you
that's
take a risk,
why
you fall
I
on your
hate-
face, or you take a risk, we lose a house. So tell him to fuck off.
Right.
can't
No,
steal
I
it.
agree
Yeah.
on that. That's
Yeah.
why I hate white college players.
Oh, Tim Tebow, number 4.
I like it. Okay.
My number 2 is, again, people who I haven't seen play live, but there's enough of
Dude,
enough
all of
footage.
your dudes are retired.
3 of the 5. I told
That's
you I was
more than
I was-
50%.
I was struggling to get them, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open.
Yeah.
I'll have one at the end. That I
So
just
you're
wanna
just a
bring
fan of everyone playing right now.
No, I just hated these guys more.
Yeah.
So these are people that I didn't see play live, but there's plenty of footage of them, and every time they're in any piece of footage, I fucking hate them, and it's the Bad Boys. the Pistons,
Okay, just the whole fucking squad.
the whole fucking
the whole
group
fucking
of them.
team.
I don't care.
Bill Lambier.
Lambier, Mahorn, Isaiah Thomas. They're such tough guys.
Dennis Rodman.
Watch out, dude. Don't come down the middle of the lane. They'll fuck you up. Heads up, man. Bill Lambier looks like a dad playing basketball.
Yeah.
Look at those calves. No definition.
Everyone did.
Isaiah Thomas
And their claim to fame.
I loved Isaiah
Their claim to
Thomas.
fame is that they'll knock you over.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you guys
Jordan kept Isaiah Thomas off the Dream Team, right?
good?
Fucking
I would have
right,
did the
dude.
same thing.
Yeah.
Jordan runs shit still.
He does.
Fuck them.
Dennis Rodman's man.
Yeah.
I watched a video of Dennis Rodman and AI getting after it. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously Dennis Rodman would rip his head off, but AI is still the man.
AI is the greatest, ain't he?
He's the greatest.
Oh man.
He's the fucking greatest thing ever.
He is unbelievable.
Hey, guys, cut it out, huh? I love when people are like, oh, LeBron is too friendly with people. Oh, yeah? Did he ever kiss anybody before the fucking game? Because Magic Johnson just gave
him
Isaiah
AIDS.
Thomas fucking AIDS right there.
Yeah. Can't do that.
But
And Hellboy back here with the goggles. What's this?
Those are rec specs. They're sweet.
anyway,
The whole
the bad
squad,
boys. Just
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Everything about them, because whenever you watch footage of them, that's
Did
all
win?
they talk
Did they
about.
win it? They didn't win anything, did they?
They won back-to-back.
Yeah,
back
they
to
won
back.
twice. Yeah.
89, 91.
Damn. You're hating on the whole squad.
The whole fucking squad. Fuck them all.
All right.
Joe Dumars is cool. That's it though.
That's it.
But that's all like you hear
Shout out
about
to
them,
Joe
like
Dumars.
how tough they are. They'll beat you up, man.
Why are they kissing?
What?
I've never seen that. Are they in France?
Well, it's probably
Pese, Vajo, Feshe?
I don't know.
It's not important. Bill Lambier was a rich bitch, too. That's why I don't like him. Isn't it? What is it about rich people? Is it like that they didn't have to work for it, like the rich kids? Like, is that why everyone hates?
What about some of the Duke guys? Didn't Grant Hill go to Duke?
Yeah.
He did.
He came from a wealthy family. Do you
his
have?
mom
do you
was
hate?
roommates with Hillary Clinton.
Okay, my question is: do you hate him as much as
Grayson
Leitner,
Allen.
who didn't even come from a wealthy family?
I don't like anybody from Duke.
Oh, okay. Well, conversation's over.
Next.
Shut that down real quick.
Yeah, no, it's not like I pick and choose my Duke players. No, I'm not a fan of Duke basketball.
All right, so my number 2 is the Bad Boys. The
Okay.
Pistons. Ev,
My number 2 is Russell Westbrook.
that's high. I thought he might be your number 1, to be honest with
I
you.
can't stand him.
Yeah.
I can't fucking stand him.
Okay.
Ask me questions why. I just
Why can't you stand Russell Westbrook?
good. It's a good
Solid question mark.
He doesn't make his team better. He talks so much shit. First of all, this is
Who's on his team?
Paul George, who
Okay.
is incredible.
Okay.
He had Kevin Durant and James Harden on his
Okay.
team.
Who's on his team now?
Paul George,
Steven Adams. That's all that matters.
Steven Adams. Well, you're saying his team's not good?
I'm just asking who's on his team.
You don't think his team's good?
Are they Warrior good?
Well, he had Kevin Durant, so yeah, they were.
And they were contenders.
Yeah.
When he
They
had someone
didn't
else
win.
take load.
Yeah, when they had someone else take it. You said no, he sucks. He shoots. He's a ball hog. He's a fucking ball hog. He's a horrible shooter. He fights with the crowd. He bitches all the time. I hate that when he scores, it's like an event. He rocks the fucking baby.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Like,
No, I'm
what
serious.
Are you,
That's
like, what
really
are you
annoying.
doing, dude?
Rocking
Like,
a
he'll
baby.
do something,
I don't
and
know.
he'll be like, "Oh, did you see me cross him over?" And you're just like,
We did. We did.
What are you doing?
It's
and then
on
we
the
saw
film.
the replay.
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
he's so athletic and so gifted. I get it. Like, don't like you're making yourself look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And
He's just-
especially when you walk into the game with a fucking crossing guard's vest on. You fucking dope.
You think he's a stat patter?
He's 100% a stat patter.
Yeah.
That's not even. That's a fact.
He's close to that.
Carmelo
triple-
Anthony said he's
triple-double.
ripped rebounds out of my hand. I said, Carmelo Anthony, you can't get off the ground. That's what your problem is. You weren't jumping.
You got to get a rebound
Yeah, you
first.
gotta
to
get a
have one
rebound.
ripped out of your hands.
You're just mad that somebody was shooting more than you. But no, I just hate his attitude. Like, how do you fight with the crowd that much? How do you really fight with the crowd that much?
Yeah. No, I agree.
And I get it. You get
And
sensitive. If you're losing and someone says something, you get all pissed off. But, like, people are like, oh, we're players too, and we're human. And, like,
And I think the problem is now, because he's done it so much, that people are going to target him more.
Yeah.
but, like,
you know
people,
he's gonna
but the
get
fans
mad.
get in trouble. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, I paid money too. Like, you're getting paid, I don't know, $2 million a game. All right, probably not. $500,000 a game because his contract's whatever, $23 million a year.
Mhm.
And you're bitching. Shut the fuck up.
That's
Shut the fuck up.
A lot of athletes that are bitching that are getting paid a lot of money.
Exactly, because they don't know what it's like to be fucking poor anymore. You guys were all poor before. Fucking be humble for a little bit.
Sit down. Be humble. Number 2, Russell Westbrook.
Fuck him.
Number 1, Mark.
He'll never win. Bitch.
My number 1 was a toss-up, but I went with this guy.
So the guy
your
that he
number
was
2 didn't make the
toss-up,
list?
I was gonna say the guy that he was a toss-up with didn't even make the list.
No,
Okay,
because they're both same position. Both same.
they're basically the same person.
They're the same. They almost are the same person, except one has
Dude
has
Love and
had a
Cactus
better.
Jack?
Who's had a better. What?
Dude Love and Cactus Jack? What? Or, okay. No, not them two. Mankind, my number 1.
They're. Yeah, I'll say that they're very similar. Cam Newton.
and
who's
Russell Wilson.
No.
Russell Wilson.
Kaepernick.
Who? No. Who's
Uh,
similar to Cam Newton?
In the same position.
Same.
Michael Vick.
Cam Newton's huge. There's not many guys who are very...
He's almost the same size. He's probably lighter. I think he's the same.
You
height.
said not Kaepernick?
No, it's not Kaepernick. No.
Who cares? Who cares
Cam-
about Kaepernick?
I don't know.
Tampa Bay.
Oh,
Wow.
Winston.
Winston.
Those were my 2 dudes.
Yeah, I don't like Winston at all. Cam Newton, I can.
I kind of like Cam.
So
I don't.
do I.
I don't like Cam for. There was one I was.
Cam, all right, you know what? This is going to be fucked up because I shouldn't like Cam because Cam Newton is the same as Russell Westbrook.
So then, how the fuck
I
can
don't-
you even
I don't
say
like
you
Cam.
like? Oh, you
I don't
don't.
like Cam
Oh,
anymore.
you like Cam.
I don't like Cam.
I kind of like Cam.
What do you
Yeah.
like about Cam?
And this is what I was saying
You
earlier.
agree with me? He's kind of like Russell Westbrook.
I agree.
When
I
he's
agree.
doing good, he shows off. When he's doing bad, it's the end of the world.
And that's the thing. And if I have a quarterback on my team, I want him when shit's bad. I want to be like, it's all right. Cam's
Cam
gonna take
Newton
care of
will
it.
never-
He'll figure it out. He
Cam
ain't gonna
Newton-
fuck us up. I wouldn't. If Cam's back there, I'm like, fuck. We're in
Russell
trouble.
Westbrook and Cam Newton will never win you a game.
Yeah.
And every time that the Eagles play the Panthers, I always say to myself, they just need to get out to an early lead. If they can get an early lead, he'll
Because
give
he's gonna
up.
fall apart.
He
He'll
can
give
never
up.
come from behind and
And
win.
he's your fucking quarterback.
He'll never leave
How can you
Carolina
do- How
too.
can you do that?
No, I'm
I
with you.
mean, that's your. How can you do that? There was one.
That's your
play,
leader.
There was one
That's a
play.
good number 1, actually.
There was one play that that was the first name I wrote down, and then Justice with the next one. But I was like, he's not even that good to where I can't even
No, he
throw him.
can't
in.
even
Cam
crack the
Newton's
top 5,
Elite,
yeah.
way
Not
better.
good enough.
Right, and that's
Cam
why
has
that's
all
why I
the
like
tools.
Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
I just think Justice, he's just stupid. He just doesn't fucking get
He
it.
doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Cam has all the ability. He gets it.
And you saw that in his MVP season. He was
gets
straight
it.
unstoppable.
And it was in his MVP season when they played in the Super Bowl against the Broncos. There was a play where
And he stopped and didn't dive on the ground for the fumble.
how do you
at
do
the
that?
end?
How do you do that?
In the Super Bowl.
If you're
In
hitting
the Super Bowl.
it's not a. It's
I
not.
almost jumped through the TV.
How do you do that?
You don't
How
do
do
it.
you do that?
No, you don't.
I don't get it.
I'm with you.
So that was that right there. That was
No,
that was the play that went in my mind. I was like, if
He's
I'm
not
his
a leader.
offensive line, okay, you get beat. Whatever. Von Miller's rushing off the end.
Right.
Good luck. Well, one, it's
Right,
his
they're a
job.
Super Bowl
it's-
team, too.
Yeah, it's his job to block him up. You blocked everyone else up. You can't. You did you watch any film?
Right.
You can't block him up. There's a fumble. There's a ball right at your feet, and you're hesitant. And you're the offensive line.
like-
You see that? What the fuck are we? You don't have a shot.
But also, if that's
If
week
he's
3,
Not, yeah,
you're
exactly.
like,
If he's
whatever.
not willing to do that,
It's a Super Bowl.
it's not Jay Cutler going out on the wing and not running to play.
No.
Which he could have been smoking a
Which
cigarette
Jay,
on that play.
which Jay Cutler was my number 6 because he's a fucking piece of shit.
I didn't put him on mine because
He's so bad that
He's
he's
a-
not even on my list.
he's a piece of shit, but I feel like he knows it.
But the
You know
fact
what
that
I mean? Like I
that
feel like
makes
he's
it
like,
a little better.
But
He
the fact that
embraces
he's
it. He's
in
like,
my
what do you want me to
living
do?
room upstairs once a week because Chelsea watches very Cavallari and he's fucking on my
touche,
TV
man.
and
Holy
he's on my
shit.
TV once a week. It's like, all right, at least I can deal with him because he's a human. I can see the human aspect of him. But like, he literally went out as a receiver and had his hands in his pocket, and I was like, "You're a bitch."
That's actually a really good one because I can't fucking stand that dude.
He's a
And I don't
turd.
even like
He's
him.
never been good, and
Yeah,
he's
I'm
made
saying,
$100 million.
And he's terrible in that show, and I actually like him better in that show than when he plays, which is
100%.
fucking horrible.
100%.
Because he's that bad.
100%. Like Chelsea used to
But
watch
that's-
Jesse and Eric too. Eric Decker's a cool fucking dude.
Yeah, yep.
He bangs
I
a hot
agree, yeah.
chick, and they have a good ass time. Whatever.
Bree bought her book. I
Yeah.
don't think she read it, but she has it.
Yeah, no. Chelsea
in
loves
case.
Chelsea loves Jesse James Decker. But I'm saying like Cutler, I don't like on the show, but I'm just like at least he's cooler on the show because on the field, like he would yell at people like they would like I want to fuck you up.
yeah. I don't know how his O-line did
Cam
it.
Newton, that's a good one. Interesting.
My number one, I'm pretending like I have to look up what my
From
number one is.
1960.
Wait. Do you think we have the same number one?
I was thinking that earlier.
We'll say it on the
can
count
say
of
it on
three.
the count of three.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Kevin Durant.
Why?
Why? Because he was with your boy, Mr. Win-It-All, Russell Westbrook, up 3-1 against the fucking Warriors, ditched his boys, and went and joined the team that beat him after a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
But literally the best team in the fucking league.
72-win team
Yeah.
to go win championships like a little fucking bitch boy.
Yeah.
And all he does, he has fake Twitters.
Yeah,
He
he can't take
comments on
any
people.
criticism.
Yeah.
He has a fake Twitter. All I want to do is play basketball, this, that. He can't take any criticism. But, like, when they're winning, it's the same fucking shit. Fuck Kevin Durant.
And that's they were
And
talking about
size
how
19 I've never seen a bigger foot personally in my life. I'd seen the Warriors or Sixers Thunder. Me and my brother had tickets, and we were close. It was one of the games we were close at. It was his feet was the size of this fucking table. It was unfucking believable. I never seen feet so big in my life.
He's awesome though, ain't he?
In what?
But in the
NBA
game
2
of basketball.
in NBA
basketball.
What he plays
In
professionally.
NBA 2K,
He's awesome.
in NBA 2K,
He
he's
could-
the best player in the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
all-
I could see that. That was such a bitch move.
also they were
People
talking
are like,
about how
LeBron did it. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Well, that's
No,
where
he
my
didn't.
head went. I don't watch enough of the NBA, but I know that, and that's where my mind went. Well, LeBron went to the Heat or whatever, but it's a little different. The team that knocks you out and you're
or
jumping
a
ship.
72, the team who had the most wins in NBA history.
Like they need help.
Come on, man. And that's where. And that's
not
where.
He's buying championships.
they're talking about
Or he's
how
getting paid for championships.
speculating on who's going to go the Knicks next year, and they were like,
Him and
"Oh,
Kyrie.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie, maybe." How the fuck is he going to survive in New York if
With
they
that
start
criticism?
losing?
Yeah.
He can't take anyone
Kyrie
criticizing.
too, and I
He's
love
in-
Kyrie.
He's in Golden State. Now, first off, no one's criticizing him because they're going to win
There's
again.
nothing to criticize.
But even if they were going to lose, no one's going to criticize them in Golden State.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about basketball out there.
Yeah.
If they start losing,
Golden State's not even a city. It's San Francisco or
If they-
Oakland. Where
if
where
they-
the fuck are they?
if they start losing, 18 people will show up to the games.
Yeah.
That's how they were before. That's how they'll be again.
See, they were good without
In New
him.
York, it's a little bit different. It's one of, if not the biggest, I don't know if them or LA is
Market.
bigger market, but it's one of, if not the biggest market. They give a shit out there.
Yeah.
If you fuck up,
They give a shit
they're
hard.
going to be pissed.
They haven't been good since they played the Bulls. In what, 90-7?
Space Jam was out. Right?
John Stark still hasn't took that shot.
Allen Houston, Allen Houston might have made
I
my
love
list.
Allen Houston.
I fucking hated him too.
Latrell Sprewell.
What were some other people that you had on your list?
Now, I have a change of heart. Now, this is a person that I watched and I hated. But now that he's retired, I respect him so much. And
Tony
I
Romo.
No. Kobe
Okay, 'cause
Bryant.
I do. I'm right there with you.
Kobe
My-
Bryant.
I
I
had
hated
Tony Romo.
Kobe because he was so good. But
Right.
now that he's
I was a-
retired, I respect the fuck out
I
of
was
him. Like
always a
Kobe,
fan of Kobe.
he's just a fucking savage.
I didn't like Kobe, but I never hated him.
He's
Like
just
same
a
with Tom Brady.
savage.
Like I don't like him.
I can't love.
But I
can't
I
love
didn't like
LeBron.
Kobe because him and Shaq beat us in the.
Yeah, it's true.
The
But like
Sixers.
Shaq,
But-
Shaq, nobody could stick Shaq.
Yeah.
Nobody could stick. Well, you could
Kobe
stick
either. Kobe
But I'm saying like Kobe's the dude
on a
who
good
had
night.
the best. The best thing about Kobe is like the Kobe stats that people put up. Like, oh, he had 57 points and no assist. Like, but I'm saying like I can't hate Tom Brady because I love LeBron James. They're the same person. The people who hate LeBron, like, oh, LeBron, like my brother loves Tom Brady, but he hates LeBron James. I'm like, bud, you know that makes no sense, right?
How are they the same person?
Because they're both just winners. They're best in their sport.
Yeah.
So like, how
okay,
do you hate
no,
on
that's
them?
you're right.
They're the best in the people hate the best. But Bud would be like, oh, well,
Brady
LeBron went to the Lakers and look, he had the worst season of his career. I'm like, no, he didn't. Look at his stats. They're exactly the same.
Brady's part of like a perfect storm
Of course,
with
he
the
is.
program he's in. It's a bunch of no-name dudes, and then he's running the ship, and just the whole program and how the process runs is just fucking. It's perfect for Super Bowls.
I
Oh, yeah.
can't
And then-
have like because people are like, oh, Peyton Manning's better than Tom Brady. I'm like, no, he's not.
That's stupid. Tom Brady.
Do you know how
How
many
do you gauge? How do you gauge how good a quarterback is?
No,
By wins,
Peyton
right?
No, well, Peyton Manning's receivers compared to Tom Brady's receivers. Peyton Manning has 3 Hall of Famers that he's been thrown to for 8 years, 9 years. Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. I'll just say them two.
Dallas Clark.
well, whatever. Dallas Clark, but he had good running backs. Edgerrin James, who got no credit, was awesome. Then he had Ajayi, or what was his name? Adai. What was their one?
Joseph Adai.
Adai. He was awesome.
Yeah.
I know this because he was on my fantasy team for 3 years straight.
Name some Patriots running backs.
Can't. LeGarrette Blount.
Can't do it.
And there's a bunch of no-name guys who have Super Bowl rings.
Deion Branch and Randy Moss.
Yep.
Gronk
so
finally
I had
retired.
I had Tony
Gronk's
Romo
still
on my
there.
list because I wanted to talk about him. Tony Romo.
I want to play golf with him.
I didn't like him as a
He's
player.
at Riverton all the time.
I didn't like him as a player, but he's the best commentator.
He's
He's
the man.
fantastic. He knows the game.
Yeah,
He knows the game.
and he knows how to communicate
He knows the game
that.
too well.
Did you ever hear Witten do it?
Witten is
Trash.
my
Why do you think he went to go play football
horrendous.
again?
Oh,
Witten can be in my top 10 worst players.
Yeah, I can't.
You know
stand
who
him.
else who's in my
The
top
whole
10 you
You
guys
see,
might not
well,
like?
you see. Hold on. You see,
Witten's the
Romo
whole
asked for.
Christian athletes bullshit.
Is looking for $10 million from CBS.
He'll probably get it.
Why not? If not, he's
give
going
it
to
him.
play.
Yeah,
He can play
he'll
golf
get it.
pro. Like, he's actually that good at golf.
Otherwise, he's going to get it from
I hear
Fox.
he's legit.
Yeah, I hit him. I was watching the pro thing where he hit it off the dining room deck and put it right next to the hole. Know who else I really hate? And you guys are going to be kind of Aaron Rodgers.
So people go, oh, he's better than Brady.
Aaron Rodgers is a bitch, too. And he's fucking the man. Don't get me wrong, he's the man.
Yeah.
He throws dimes.
Uber talent.
Dude, he
He's-
has the nicest throw I've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
He
He's the
whips
best
it.
arm in the league.
He whips it, and it just looks like a fucking thing of toilet paper. Like, but
From
like,
a passing
but
standpoint,
his
he's probably the best
attitude-
athlete from a passing
and he's
perspective from the
fast.
quarterback.
Like,
and he's
perfect fast.
super athletic.
And I'll tell you what, over the past couple years, maybe not this year, they did a lot in free agency this year, but over the past couple years, if Green Bay doesn't have Aaron Rodgers, they are dog shit.
0-16.
Yeah.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
Every time he gets hurt, well, that's the thing. No, that's not his fault.
But Tom Brady's won with worse teams than he has.
Tom Brady's won with Cinnamons in high school.
Yeah. He'd be like, it's
Shout-
all right, guys.
How did they
We're gonna
win
go out
this
and beat
year?
the
How
Steelers."
the
Shout out
fuck
to
did-
Patrizi. Cinnamons.
How the fuck did they win this year?
I don't know. Gronk
Drew
made
Brees.
that.
The Saints are
Okay.
better than the
I thought the Saints had it.
fucking
Yeah.
Rams.
Other
Jared Goff's
other
not that good.
other guys I had: Sidney Crosby, Steph Curry,
So
Sidney
Curry was on
Crosby's
there.
a good one.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
Steph Curry, I hate his guts because he makes a shot and he does the same shit where he's just like, oh.
him and his mouth guard.
And he threw.
That and his wife's like cooking shit. Like,
Yeah.
nobody
Your
cares.
wife
Shut
sucks.
the fuck up.
Chef Curry.
Yeah.
And the last one I have is a player that's not that good, Joakim Noah.
Shaquem
How do you
Noah?
even? How'd you even?
Florida,
how'd you
another
pull
Florida
that
guy
out?
up in
Yeah.
here.
I just hate him. He's got a terrible shot. His face.
His
Yeah.
hair.
His
Anyway,
hair.
we got
I just.
Yeah.
uh,
I'm on board with that.
you guys have any other ones or no?
Nah, I'm all set.
All right, let's do. Let's
shot.
recap 5-1 real quick.
Me?
Yeah, do your whole 5-1.
Chris Long.
Which was crazy. I mean, it's yours. Whatever. But
This is my list.
Do me a favor, shut the fuck up.
This is my list. James Harding.
love it.
Hardin.
Harding.
No, with the ing. Okay, fuck it.
Is it
Factotor.
Hardin?
Hardin. Yeah.
There's no J?
No.
Oh, that shows how much
It's a
basketball I
silent
watch.
J actually.
Hardin.
Factotor.
Odell Beckham. Tim Tebow and Cam Newton.
I had Michael Irvin, Reggie Miller, Richard Sherman, the entire Bad Boys Pistons team.
Yeah, that was
I don't know.
aggressive.
Can you do that?
I don't know. Aggressive.
fuck it.
Kinda, yeah. There's an asterisk next to that one.
And Kevin Durant.
Who was my 5?
God damn
I
it.
don't know, all the Hall of Famers on the fucking Warriors.
I don't know the order. Draymond Green, Grayson Allen, Eli Manning, Russell Westbrook,
And Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Durant,
Piece
yeah,
of
you guys
shit,
both had
Bigfoot.
Durant.
Fuck.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's it.